All right, here we are at the City Oval for the replay of the 1989 Horsham District League Grand Final. As everybody's aware, last week Kalkee and St Michael's played a thrilling draw here on the same ground. The umpires coming onto the ground as the Kalkee banner also goes up. The umpires today, again the same as last week, Graham Long and Robert Kenner. They did a fairly good job last week and we were looking forward to a repeat performance this year. Perfect day, beautiful conditions, no wind as against last week, so there should be no excuses from the players. Both sides, as last week, very evenly matched, as was the end result. So we're looking forward to a tremendous game again here. And my Kalkee associate's not with us, and he tipped a 12-point win to Kalkee last week, and I tipped a 12-point for St Michael's, and I don't think we'd be changing from them. But there's a lot of people saying that the game will be one-sided, that one side will win by a big margin. I don't believe that will be the case. I think it'll be a very close game because the two sides are so evenly matched right throughout the team. So we're expecting a very close encounter again here today. Right, we're back here at the City Oval with the two banners for the two teams, the Kalkee banner and the St Michael's. And the St Michael's team's first onto the ground, as it's last week. And they break through the banner. And the magnificent Kalkee banner, absolutely in VFL style. And it's tremendous Macca's marbles. And the Kalkee Football Club, and we cannot see obviously what's on the other side, but a good picture here as the St Michael's boys make their way round towards in front of the grandstand, and we're waiting for the appearance of Kalkee. Very similar to last week, Mark, and what's your predictions? I guess we both went for about a 12-point win for our respective teams. I don't think we're changing much from that.
No, I think it'll be about the same, Bernie.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have been saying it'll be a one-sided match, and I don't believe that. I think it'll be a very close encounter again.
Yeah, I think it'll be about the same. Whichever side gets a good start will probably have the advantage, but I don't think last week took that much out of them. No, I think they'll be right.
I think the teams, as we said last week, and this historic draw, very, very even. All got good big players, good running players, and I don't think I've seen two more evenly matched teams in a District League final.
Nah, pretty close. Have you got any word on the St Michael's side? Ins and outs.
The only change for St Michael's is Marco Burns out, and he pulled up pretty sore with a leg about halfway through that game. Lucky McKinnon, there was apparently some doubt about him, but he's...
Crook ribs or...?
Well, I believe so, but he certainly... I saw him on Saturday night and he was pretty ordinary, but then I saw him again on Sunday morning and he was a ball of fitness. So, and then I believe he trained very well on Tuesday and Thursday night. A very tough player. I think there's got to be some lingering doubt there, but, if you're picked in the 20, you've got to be 100%, haven't you? And how about the Kalkee fellas? They're all pretty fit. Only
Schultz out with the shoulder, and young Jasper's out with glandular fever, which was a bit of a blow for Kalkee. He went down Wednesday night.
Yes, that's no good. Anyhow, the replacements there are possibly, obviously...
Ian Hobbs comes in for Schultz, and Robert Cole, pretty sure, for who's St Michael's.
He certainly played well in the reserves game, as did Rowan Burns, who's come in onto the interchange for St Michael's.
More height for St Michael's.
More height, yes. It's an interesting one.
The day should suit him then.
Yeah, I thought last week that probably the key to the game was the big men. And I thought Dean Jones played probably the best game that I've ever seen him, and some of the St Michael's fellas were fairly ordinary.
Yeah, I think Johns played well, even though Bewalder played well also. But I thought Mark Wallerman was good at centre half forward.
Played very well, yes.
And around the ground, I think the centre line St Michael's won with Polner and Latest, which are probably the best two players on the ground. But today it could be a different story.
Certainly a good duel across the centres with Chris Brain and Matty Latest opposed to each other. Both can run like hairy goats. As I think Michael Ryan said on Thursday night, we get tired watching them run. And
yeah.
I think Kalkee about to break through the banner.
There they go. Macca's Marvels.
Macca's Marvels, and that's a marvellous banner, and the balloons as well. Adding all to the spectacle, I think that's really tremendous. And the crowd is slowly building up, and we should be in for a wonderful day's football. There's all sorts of hoo-ha about playing them together, Mark. Women's League and District League. What's your thoughts on that, I guess?
I think they should have all been played on the one day.
Ooh.
Under 16 started at, say, 8 o'clock and just gone right through.
It's an interesting one.
Played here, you probably would add a $20,000 gate, but oh well, they don't see eye to eye, I think.
No, I'm quite sure that the two coaches, Peter McFarlane and Johnny McGee, were fairly adamant that they wanted it here at 2 o'clock today. I think that's what probably swayed probably the District League to go that way, but it's an interesting debate. Can go either way, I guess. And
I think there'll be something in the Constitution next year anyhow about it, so it doesn't happen again, which probably won't happen. Another draw.
I guess yes, it's an interesting one. I just wonder now why we couldn't actually have a tied grand final. A shared flag. Well, they're sharing everything in Brownlows and Western Ferristers these days. I'm not sure.
A bit
why.
hard.
Yeah, it's the same as cricket though. Cricket,
yes.
Once you played your 2 days and you've had your 2 innings, that's the end of it. And I think once for football,
I think extra time has to be looked at. Say 5 minutes each end.
I'm glad we didn't play that last week.
Would have suited Kalkee down on the ground.
Might have suited Kalkee, and you never know what might have happened. That's right.
Anything could have happened.
But a wonderful day, a great spectacle. No excuses today, I wouldn't think.
Umpires for today?
Yeah, same as last week. Yeah, got the word early in the week that would happen. But I didn't think they did too bad a job last week.
Pretty fair.
Didn't notice.
There's a fair bit of pressure on them, I suppose. So they come through in good colours. Interesting to see whether Stuart Hobbs will go straight onto the ball.
Have to go in and straight into the side, wouldn't he? I think although he's done very well coming on both.
Gives him a bit extra spark.
That's right. Done very well coming on both times. They may be tempted to do that again, but it'll be certainly an interesting game. I think they'd have to start him off.
Yeah.
Peter McFarlane, I thought, played very well also last week.
Yeah, he was
especially in that last quarter.
That lifted him, I think, in the last 10 minutes with his long kicks into the forward line, and they never give up. It's going to be interesting.
Number 12, Mark Jasper's out there.
Yes, he's on I think he'll start in a wing today.
You said he was out a minute ago.
Spasic, sorry.
Wrong bloke. Wrong
Spasic's out, and he'll probably come onto his wing.
Oh, right. Peter Bird was also a key for Kalkee last week. I played terribly well across the half-back line. And then also St Michael's keys, obviously, I think, were Matty Laters. And Thunderbolt in the third quarter turned it around. But I think it'll be a great game.
Also,
again.
Oscar and Paddo in the centre.
Yeah, great deal.
Both were about a par. You could probably go one way or the other. That's probably the key.
Yes, it's always in today's football, whoever gets it out of the centre is a big key. Anyhow, we'll have just a small break as the national anthem comes in, and we'll get ourselves ready for what I think will be another magnificent game of football here at the City Oval. The crowd certainly now building up as they getting very close to start time. I think they're a couple of minutes late already. So it'll be good for the players that the crowd have responded and certainly arriving here in full force.
No favours in the ends today?
No wind much to call today, is it? It's a slight westerly breeze, I believe, or it looks so.
I think the Oval's in a bit better nick than it was last week.
Beautiful condition.
Bit of rain helped it.
On Thursday night, yes. A nice bit of rain, and no doubt in the hands of some very capable groundsmen down here at the City Oval.
I'll pay that.
Yes. So no, it certainly is. It's a wonderful oval to play football, cricket, whatever you like to call it. And I think St Michael's kicking towards the bridge end of the goal, and the Kalkee look like going to the Gardens end. So that'll be the same as last week. Things are much the same.
Exactly the same.
Be interesting to see. Kalkee, in every game they've played, have got a jump on St Michael's, and it'll be interesting to see what happens.
They look pretty keen at the moment.
There's Robert Cole going to the bench along with Hayden Churchill. And for St Michael's, we haven't seen that yet, but it looks like Lucky McKinnon. No, Lenny Egan. And I'm not sure who else will. Daryl Martin coming to the bench. Yes, Daryl didn't fire as well as perhaps he might have last week. But so that will mean Rowan Burns will start in the back pocket. That's an interesting one, and he'll be on Stuart Hobbs and Johnny Martin. So looks like Johnny McGee may also start in the centre, which I think is essential for St Michael's. It's got to let him run around the ground. Last week he played permanent half-forward flank.
Peter Bird probably had the better of him last week.
Certainly did. Peter Bird will pick up, I would think, would have to pick up Roger Sodello. And I think Andrew Borrell will pick up Lucky McKinnon. I think
McFarlane's on McAllister again.
Yeah. I think it's a lot of respect between the two sides for each other.
Yep.
There's the comradeship as they shake hands. About to start the replay of the 1989 grand final between St Michael's and Kalkee. A beautiful day here at the City Oval, and certainly we're in for what I think is going to be a great day of football, no matter who wins. And obviously Mark thinks Kalkee, and I obviously hope St Michael's. So there's the sign, Robert Kinner. Umpire about to bounce down the first ball as we commence the grand final for 1989. Thunderbolt Walder, as against Dean Johns, got the first hit down. Down to Wallerman. He passed out to the half-forward flank. Joey Richardson in front over the back, going over to Timmy O'Neill. The Schultz picked up by O'Neill, but I think the ball's been roughed along to out of bounds in front of the change rooms, at the Horsham Football Club change rooms, as the boundary umpire about to throw it in.
Wallerman and Burns.
Well, Hobbs
forward pocket. Hobbs will probably come over the back, will he? There's Bewalder will come over the back. Punched into the thing.
Out.
Johnny Martin coming out the top side. Gets onto his left foot. Not a real flash kick. Out here to Brain and Latus. Bounces better for Brain. Hands off to McFarlane. He'll get on his left foot. Nice chip pass, but cut off. Paddo knocks it on. Out to Wicks. Hands off into Walmer around the neck, and he's going to pay it. Well, he'll always pay them early in a game just to settle them down. So he's 45 metres out. Laddie Wallerman.
Yes, he should just about should post that one from there.
Be a handy goal.
Yes, it'll be a good start again
Free
to
kick
Kalkee.
was there, I think.
Oh, no problem, Seb. That's all I... He's kicked it in towards full forward. It's gone
through the middle. First score to Kalkee. That'll help Kalkee.
Very similar to last week. A good start to Kalkee. And it'll be interesting to see.
Ross McFarlane's probably due to hit form. He's had 3 or 4 bad weeks, but he's a class footballer. I think he'll come into it a bit today. It's the bounce again. Johns and Buwalda. Good bounce. Favours Buwalda. Gets it out. Out to Simon Waxwell. On to Latus. Kicks long. Over the back to Cedello and JJ Lawson. Into the pocket. JJ. Kicked off the ground. So touched. Well, I don't know how he touched it.
I'm not sure who touched that.
I think JJ got a hand to it, but it was a miraculous goal.
Oh,
or miraculous point in that part.
Very
so
interesting, that one. You see?
Yeah, favours the bottom side. Out there to Lucky McKinnon and Wicks. Knocked on, kicked off the ground by Barwell. Under the wing and beats McKinnon and will go out of bounds.
About to throw in McAllister again, opposed to Johns. And it's a nice tip down by Johns. Patterson in after it. A good tackle on Patterson. Out to Polner, who started last week. Here's and kicked it in towards full forward. Mel Johns for St Michael. He picks it up out to Oscar McGee. It's a good tap on there and a chance for it'll be a free kick. It's called play on. Players don't need to stop. Johnny Martin, a nice tap down. Here's a chance for Philip O'Connor and tapped out.
Good knock on.
Chance for Kalkee again. Timmy O'Neill running into an open goal, should not miss, and has dropped it through.
Great play by Laddie Wallerman again to knock it out.
The same story as last week. It looks like Kalkee off to a good start. They've jumped the boxes on St Michael's every week, every game they've played this year. So it's a very interesting thing. Kalkee, 2 goals, 12 to St Michael's, 1 point. As the crowd starts to get a little bit vocal behind us, a few of the young St Michael's supporters. But it's certainly a very good start once again to Kalkee as umpire Graham Long about to bounce the ball into the centre. Chris Buwalda, Dean Johns. There's a good contest down to Oscar. Out to Patterson. He takes it away. It's good play down here to Johnny Martin. Incoming is Wicks. Picked up by Johnny Martin. He'll clear with a long kick. Down to Lucky McKinnon. He punches the ball down. Down to McKinnon again. Picked up by McAllister. There's in the back and to McAllister. Some of them saying it's not a free kick, but in the back in any time's language. Out here to Roger Sedella and Bird. Over the back to Mel Johns. Over to Carlo. He gets rid of it. A good tackle picked up by Bird. Here we go. Out here onto the thing. Johnny McGee. He should tap it over to Simon Waxel. Simo here got caught. A hand pass. Over to Matty Latus. He dobs it down long. Here's a chance for Lucky McKinnon and Peter McFarlane. It's offline. And 1 point to Matt Latus. 2 scoring shots at the moment with Matty Latus kicking that one through for a point.
McFarlane will kick in.
Going to kick out.
To the top
going to bring
side.
it out to JJ. This is dangerous. But should take the mark or the free kick or both. And Roger Sedella intending to pull over again, and he has done that. Again, a good kick by JJ. Over to Lollam, into Strawford. Down to Patterson. Tapped away. It goes down to Jack McGee. Here's a chance for Brewer. Tapped out to here to wide to Timmy O'Neill. And he kicks it, but it's a badly directed kick. And out of bounds on the full to be taken by Johnny McGee.
Should have centred the ball in into the centre forward region.
He's run off now. Goes for a long driving kick. We got down here too. Roger Sedella, he nearly took the mark. Dean Johns could have got a free kick there. It's out to Matty Latus. He gets in a left footer kick again up to Carlo Sedella. He traps it there. There's nobody going past. He goes for a long kick in towards Mally Johns. Here's a chance for Johns. He could have nearly got the free kick. Yes, he has got it.
I don't know about that.
Holding a man's holding a man anytime. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people go crook. The umpies pay them. It's virtually the same as the one up here, so they're very consistent. Mel Johns going straight through the centre. And it's gone through, straight through for a goal, there's no doubt. They certainly didn't mark it. But he certainly paid the free kick.
I didn't see the call, but I thought he paid the mark.
No, he paid the free kick. There's no problem. I think as you can certainly usually judge by the opposition player's reaction.
Yeah.
And JJ didn't have any problem, I don't think, with the kick. But you find a lot, crowds and players, go crook about free kicks.
They're
but
usually
free kicks, they're there, aren't they? And you don't mean to do them, and you're going for the ball. But
if he hadn't grabbed hold, it would have been a mark anyhow.
That's right. That's a good comeback, I guess, by St Michael's. What do we got? 1-2 to 2 goals.
So Johnson Buwalda favours Buwalda. Patterson will come in and help his hand.
Okay.
Shorty O'Neill kicks it off the ground, goes straight to Clough, but he couldn't mark. Out to well played. Mick Smith goes long, bounces. Will go out of bounds in the forward pocket on the hillside where the big crowd is.
That was too high, that hand pass, and
Yep.
it was a good interception.
Mick Smith, forward pocket.
Certainly going to be a tight game.
Yep.
Burns and Hobbs.
Favours Hobbs, uses his strength. It's all St Michael's here though. Out to Schultz,
got
good
out
hands.
Brewer.
Young to Brewer.
Oh, he kicked it to
Goes
Richardson.
straight to Richardson. Richardson all steady, has a bit of a look, goes
Clough.
out wide to Clough. Clough's got a lot to prove this week. Takes his time, looks up the ground, probably for McAllister. Goes long, it's high. McAllister's there, doesn't favour him, he knocks it out of bounds.
Good play.
Oh, it's kept in by
There's a
Bowl,
goal.
out to McFarlane. McFarlane balks, handball over to Brain, I think, out to Brewer again. Back to Brain again, goes long now. Jasper there, no free kick.
Oh, they
they're
got in each
fighting
other's
against it,
road.
Jasper and Schultz. Schultz gets
Good
it
play
out,
out to
to Hobbs. Screws it over, it's going to go straight to Greg Wicks. It's a tight pocket to kick it from.
Should have a shot from there.
About 10 metres out.
Should have a shot.
Should kick this. Looks good.
Straight through.
No.
He's missed it.
1 point. So 2-1-13 to 1-2-8. Martin to kick in again. Probably one of the biggest kicks in the league.
Yes, he played well last week, Johnny Martin, and he's a very good fullback, very solid. Doesn't get a lot of mentions in the paper, but very solid player. And
he gets fit by the end of the year.
He gets fit by the end of the year.
Takes him a while, but when he gets fit, he's a good player.
Yes, he's also, I believe, a very good cricketer, but again, plays for Kalkee and Blackheath, which is the Kalkee-based
So he
cricket
kicks
side.
in, straight up the middle.
Out here to Burns or Buwalda. And Johns.
She's got the sit here. Jasper's got it, looks for the hands, out the Bird. He fumbles, balks, has another balk. He doesn't know where to go. It's screwed around the wrong way. Straight to Martin again.
Bad kick.
He's playing well at the moment. 6 possessions. Martin takes his time. Bit of a balk, goes for the torpedo again. I don't know why.
Oscar.
Straight to Oscar. Oscar keeps control. Gonna hands off, but gets a short chip. Smid does well. That's Patterson. Patterson, good hands to Oscar again. Oscar, little chip, but straight to Peter McFarlane.
Nowhere to go there. There's nobody up on the forward line there.
Himself. Goes long.
Up towards Johnny Martin and Larry Wellerman. And Crawford, that was the mark. I don't know where he...
Schultz again.
Burns need to go a bit harder there. There's a free kick.
Out there to Patterson.
Out ahead of Patterson.
Polner gets... No, Clough, sorry.
Needs to go long. He's kicked it to Chris Buwalda. Should mark this. Down to Lucky McKinnon. Lucky McKinnon over here towards Carlo Sadello, and he's taken the mark. And a good strong mark there by Carlo Sadello. Not the most reliable kick mark. He probably kicks more points.
He's a confidence player.
More points than anybody in the St Michael's side. So this will be an interesting one. He's put that through, and he's again snapped it and has come across, and has 1 point only. And a point to Carlo Sadello. He's already kicked 2 of those today. So St Michael's 1-3-9, Kalkee 2-1-13. JJ, a big long kick out here towards Patterson and Hobbs. A good knockdown by Oscar. Lucky's left it behind, but it's gone to Peter McFarlane again. And he's going to clear out onto the wing. You have to go fairly defensive. Matty Latis might beat Ross McFarlane there. He couldn't keep the ball in, and it'll be thrown in left-hand side of the scoreboard. A good contest so far, both sides going in for the ball very, very hard again. It's a good open game again, marked exactly the same as last week. McAllister and Johns. Over the back. Can't see who's in there. Looks like Patterson and Waxel. Out to McAllister. He go for a long kick. Up here again on the forward line. Johns and Sadello again. Left it behind. Here's a chance. There's a free kick and he's put him down.
Looked like a shepherd. He's taken JJ's number.
And he's taken his number.
Well, he's got up pretty quick, has he? No.
No, he's not too good, I don't think.
High shepherd.
Well, JJ has been unfortunate in a couple of incidents this year, and it's amazing the players do shepherd with high ones.
Yeah.
All you got to do is stand there and arms down. You don't have to do anything else. And he's not too good, I'd say, by the looks of it. They're calling for stretches and things. So I think Melly John's not too good. Obviously, not going to take the kick. And I'd say that probably, I don't know who we have. Lenny Egan will probably come on to replace Melly Johns, which is a bad start for St Michael's and not a good one. Leo McKinnon with the ball now. He should line this up and drive it straight through the middle. That's the answer, I guess. St Michael's have got to give when the player goes down. So St Michael's 2-3-15, Kalkee 2-1-13.
I've also changed their wingers over in Polner and Latest. Polner's come on to Jasper and Latest has gone over onto Brain.
Darryl Martin coming on, sorry.
Darryl Martin coming on. I don't think he knows where he is.
No, Melly John not looking too good. Got a bit of blood coming down to the nose.
Yep. So the bounce the ball again. Johnson Buwalda, pretty even in the centre. Both sides on a fair start. So bounces again. Favours Buwalda. Wicks comes in to help. Out to Johnny McGee. Out to Waxwell. Good smother by Peter McFarlane. Out there to Diesel. Diesel gets a little chip over. Favours O'Connor. Is playing in front of Brewer. Good hands, good tackle. Done the right thing, Brewer. Jasper gets a quick kick in. Out to Ross McFarlane. Tap play on. Well done, Greg Wicks. Bursts through with speed and strength. Out to Mick Smith. Gets the hands out to Shorty O'Neill. Shorty goes long. That's not a bad kick, but it's 1 point.
Should have passed it in to Kevin Schultz by himself.
Passed. There's a bit of a worry there, Shorty O'Neill for Mix at the moment.
Yes, there's nobody as quick as him on the ground.
Nice.
And, the day should suit him.
Yep.
And they're just going to have to
runner up in Kalkee's best and fairest this year.
That's a good there. That's a good effort. Who won?
Shane Brewer.
Did he really?
Kicks in.
Chris Buwalda's got to be in it.
No, it's in the back.
Yeah, it's in the back. It hasn't been paid.
Brewer gets it out. Good shepherd.
Here's a chance for Buwalda this time.
Buwalda's got it now. Good smother. Great smother. Out to Fish O'Connor. He's tackled. It's scrambly play. And he's going to get a free kick out of this. Going to go to Jasper. Well, he let it go too far and he had to pull one out of there.
Yeah, it's amazing. They let 2 or 3 go and then pull one out.
Pulls the Ticky Touchwood out. Jasper
That's a good tackle, I thought.
Nice kick into the square.
Martin and Wallerman. Oh, there's
no
over
one
the
gets
back.
his mark.
Good
Hands
chance again
out,
for
Shorty
O'Neill.
O'Neill again.
He must kick a goal. No, only a point.
He's a worry for him.
Needs to tighten up. Joey Richardson there.
Yeah, he's a bit loose at the moment. He's a good player, Joe Richardson. Probably underrated footballer. So Martin again.
Ryan Burns looks like he's going to run Hobbsy around today. He's running him everywhere here as the kick in comes. It'll be interesting to see how Hobbsy's fitness.
He's got bad hamstrings, so Martin kicks in. Good pass to Thunder. Thunder slipped over, but it wouldn't play on. Just takes his time to get himself up. He'll go long, probably looking for McAllister, I'd say.
Into McGee in the centre.
Into Oscar.
He's cribbed about 15 metres there.
So Oscar will go long this time.
Here's the kick down to Lucky McKinnon.
Lucky McKinnon, yes. The ribs look okay at the moment.
Look okay, although
one bad bump.
I'd make a comment here. Down
he goes forward to McAllister. No, Buzz Sadello's in there. Knocked out wide. Out to Latest. Latest pushed in the back. The free kick's there. You can see that from here. So Latest will go long. Into the square, looking for Sadello. It's all Peter McFarlane.
Yeah, it's a bad.
Well, it's an half back.
Not a good kick.
He'll go wide to Peter Bird.
Or Greg Wicks.
Straight to Greg Wicks. He'll probably hands off the lead. No, he'll go long. Has a bell. Oh, he's dropped it. He's got time. Tries the ball. Gets around. Little chip. Looks for Jasper. Oh, good mark. Great mark, Jasper. Playing well on the wing. He'll go long now.
Greg lucky to get out of that.
Yes. Life's embarrassing moments. Jasper goes long. Touched on the mark. Schultz comes over the top. Out the Brewer.
I'm not sure.
Nowhere to go. I don't know what this is for. Free kick to Brewer, is it?
Yeah. I'm not sure why he didn't play the one before.
Or why he didn't play on?
No, well, this is
Disadvantage.
it. Last week, the advantage one was a crucial one in the end. It's out to Hobbs. He takes a good mark in front of Burns. Nobody on the mark. He can play on if he's lucky. Philip O'Connor, somebody on the mark, but Clough coming down to take on the mark. Clough will be very keen not to go over the mark and give away any 50 metres. So Stuart Hobbs with the kick. We're going to get a good view. Oh, it's gone the other way. I would have thought that it would have come around, and that's a point to Hobbs. And that puts Kalkee in front, though, nevertheless. 2-4, 16, 2-3, 15 St Michael's. Johnny Martin, mixed up already, will drive it long in defence. Out to the centre of the ground. Paul Clough didn't go hard enough.
Shane Brewer
did not go hard enough. And that's a bad sign. Here's Shane Brewer going for a long kick in towards Kevin Schultz. And Johnny Martin.
Oh,
good mark.
Great mark. Experience there.
It's only one fault we can find with Johnny Martin. When the players are around him, he has a bit of difficulty. Instead of just keeping eyes on the ball, he should just watch the eyes of the ball and go for the ball. But he worries where the player is. We'll get a good shot of this. Kevin Schultz, and he's just cleared it off too. Just gone to the left. Kalkee frittering away some chances here. And that gives them, 2-5, 16 to 2-3, 15. 2-5, 17, obviously. Roger Sedella hasn't been in the game at all, so he needed to take that mark on the half-back flank. He'd bring it round to Clough and Bird. St Michael's players turning their play on the back again into Wicks. Johnny McGee's supposed to be on him. He needs to pick him up.
They look rattled at the moment.
Yes, I think Kalkee are playing well, though. There's no doubt about that. And this
more
similar to last week. They'll come back. I don't like a few of the signs for St Michael's. You're dead right, but I didn't like them last week either, so I'm not sure. That's holding the ball, umpire, if you dink them.
St Michael's hands on the ball there, I think.
I think the ball was free. She looked fairly free from here. Umpire in a bad position.
Yeah.
Bad position to see. I find that with a bit of pushing and shoving here, I don't think there's much in that.
No.
Showing a bit of strength early in the day. And see who can be the strength down to Bewalder again. He's pushed out of it. Some of the St Michael's players getting pushed out too easy. Johnny McGee's first kick, and that's going to go out of bounds on the full.
Into the red and blue streamers.
Yeah, not too impressed with these programs. They're red and black. That's, I thought that might have been an omen as we come in the gate. But here's Mark Jasper sending it in towards centre half forward. Johnny Martin not even going for the ball, and I think should have nearly probably been a free kick against him. It's Roger Sedella. Needs to bring it out here. Out to Gary McAllister. That's nearly a free. If that's not in the back, I'll go jump in the lake. It's Polner going back into the centre. This is dangerous. But marked by Bewalder. He does an ordinary kick over to Oscar. Should have stepped a chance for him. Out here to
Mick Smith.
He kicks it up here into the half forward line. Wicks and Richardson going for the ball.
Look at the pace on Wicks.
He's fit it out in front of him. Fumbling the ball.
This
How
is
far
a great
he
goal.
That is missed it. It's only a point. Been a long way in the end. And good strong play by Greg Wicks. Good strong play.
Mickey Conlon.
He's certainly a great player, and he certainly sets up for Kalkee. And it was, I think, if he can not run out of puff, they're in with a big chance. Here's a chance for Bewalder. And Johns outmanoeuvred. I'm not sure. Sometimes Chris Bewalder, Dean John goes in towards centre half forward. Johnny Martin will punch that away. A good tap down. Here's a chance for Johnny. He kicked her off the ground. That was good play. Timmy Patterson will move the ball quick. Down here to the half forward line again. And over the back is Peter Hobbs.
Ian
Hobbs. St Michael's again falling down across his half back line. Peter Bird out wide. It's a good bump and a good over the back down to Bewalder. He'll run away with this. Needs to go long. He'll kick it long, all right, but there's nobody here. Oh yes, McAllister coming into it, gets in front. Chance for McFarlane to go away with it. He's running away. Lucky McKinnon onto him. It's a good clearing pick. Gone very wide towards the flank. Matty Latis and Chris Brain, and that's good play by both players. As the ball streaks free. And again going in very hard as the ball spilled free again for Shane Brewer. Clough, a good tackle, and it's out of bounds on the full. Brewer looking for the free kick, but definitely not on. It's a very fast game again.
It was quick then. It was real quick.
We get tired watching them again.
So Clough will kick in front of the Horsham club rooms. Takes his time. About 20 minutes gone in this quarter. No side's really dominating at the moment. Kalkee probably could have taken a bit more control than what they had. So Clough kicks. It's up high. Looks for McAllister. Wallerman comes in. Didn't look at the ball. Definite free kick there to McAllister.
Free kick's got Gary McAllister's got this year, I'd say.
So McAllister floating kick. Ian Hobbs in front. I think the Sharon might be real flash. They're not kicking the ball real well.
Seems to be dropping a bit, doesn't it?
So Ian Hobbs.
So Kalkee might be kicking with a slight breeze, perhaps.
Kalkee reserves captain. Hobbs kicks into the centre. Looks for Wallerman. Someone over the back. That's a good mark to Roger Sadello, is it?
Yes, Sadello or Clough there. That's a good sign for St Michael's. I don't know where he's gone.
Kick. Oh, that's straight
pathetic.
To Chris Brain.
Pathetic play.
Lazy kick.
Pathetic play, and it's going to cost us a goal.
Well, I'd nearly take him off for that for 5 minutes.
Absolutely pathetic play.
Just lazy.
Lazy and terrible play, and there's not even a runner going out.
Someone warming up. Mel
John's coming back on in place of Daryl Martin. This will cost them a goal. Absolutely pathetic play.
It's a floating kick.
He's kicked a goal, there's no problem.
Still a floater though, wasn't it? Bad error by Roger Sadello, but it might be enough to just wake him up.
Yes, I don't know what some of these players think of. They obviously think they're better than they are, and they don't take time and deliver the ball properly. And you know, that could be a very crucial kick in the process of this game.
Costly goal.
Costly goal. We'll have to get some of that scotch out in a minute. It's getting a bit dry here. Down in the centre. John should get the tap down. Goes to Patterson though. Picked up by O'Neill. Not a good hand pass. Oh, good smother by all concerned there. O'Neill again going away. Not a good kick. Oh, it's gone through everybody's leg. Wicks again. He's getting out. A good push off by Johnny McGee. Good play by Clough. Out to Johnny McGee. He's going to have his set. See if he can do with this. He's kicked it down to Lucky McKinnon. He can't stand up. Kalkee certainly standing up. Better than St Michael's at this stage. A good shepherd by Bowell. Somebody's got to chase him. Peter McFarlane in towards centre half forward. No eyes on the ball by anybody. Schultz doesn't know where the ball is. Good tackle by Clough. As the ball picked up by Johnny Martin. Oh, he should have tackled him, Stuart Hobbs, instead of pushing him onto the ball. Here's McAllister down to the ground. Picked up by Latus. He's got rid of the ball. He tapped it out. Picked up by Bowell. Back here towards centre half forward, and Clough should mark this. No, picked up by Timmy Patterson. He's in the game early today. Here's a chance for St Michael. Johnny McGee got to get into the game. Peter Bird, the half-back line again of Kalkee, standing well to the test.
Big
There's a long kick. Here's a chance for Burns. Needs to go for the ball. Chance for Burns. He gets his first kick, and it's out to Bewalder. Getting a lot of kicks. And he pushes him off as he gets it out here onto the half-forward banks. Ian Smith and Simon Waxel. Simon Waxel in the front. Smith going hard for the ball. Good tackle by Mel Johns. It's nearly out of bounds. It is out of bounds now, right in front of the grandstand. Well, it's good to bring it over this side for a change, to give the crowd a bit of... we're going to, going just into time on in the first quarter. Boundary umpire to throw it in. John's in front. He taps it down to Waxel. The bounce of the ball beat him there. A good tackle. It'll be interesting to see which one that one will go.
Well, if you don't mind.
Yep, pretty high. Pretty high. It'll be interesting. There's McAllister getting up there. Out here to Johnny McGee's got to get in there and do something. Good tap out to Darren Patterson. He'll go long. Chance for Roger Sadello. He should mark this, and he does here at centre half, right in the centre of the ground. So Michaels need to go long. Here's another short by I don't know what they're doing. Here's a chance for Kalkee again. That's twice Roger Sadello's kicks have been ordinary. Chance for Wicks. He'll be off. No, he nearly went off. He can nearly kick that. He's going in half towards Schultz. Johnny Martin, and a good mark by Kevin Schultz. And again a Roger Sadello pass. Very, very ordinary. And let Kalkee back in.
Schultz's experience coming through there with a good lead.
Oh, good lead, yes. He's a good player. There's no problem with that. And if you deliver the ball and the player leads, you should not be able to get it off it. Kalkee getting a break here. If it's a good kick and it's straight through, And that's 2 to Roger Sedella, I'd say.
Half back line's playing well for Kalkee though.
Very well.
McFarlane, even Ross McFarlane's doing well in the centre. Chris Brain, Shorty O'Neill, Peter Bird, all playing well. So be about 5 minutes to go, just coming into time on. Kalkee got a 2-goal break here. No wind at all, so anything can happen. Johns and Buwalda. No, Johns and Sedello. Favours Johns. Sedello gets a knock. Out to McAllister. Didn't read the bounce. McFarlane's on top there. Good vision out to Bird. Great vision. Bird has a bit of a look. Gets a kick. Pushed, fenced out by Buwalda. They've stopped. Johnny Martin gets a kick. That's a shocking kick. It has to be out in the full.
Some
Seems
of the
just blaze.
too good for St Michael's, actually, Mark, at the moment.
Nah, lackadaisy.
That's a shocking kick.
He had plenty of time. There's no need to hurry at all. So Bird will have the kick. Try and kick over the big pack
Need
of
to hold him
players.
out for a goal here.
Over the back there. Who's got this? Burns again.
Burns, yeah.
Ross McFarlane puts his body in well.
He's
got control. He hasn't. Well tapped out by Johnny Martin. Probably a ball up here out to Fish O'Connor. He taps it out. Paddo's got the run of it. Look out. Paddo's got it. Strength. Good tackle. Good hands.
Oh.
There's a bit of a scruffle down there. Ross McFarlane and Johnny Martin. Nothing much in it
umpire,
though.
you're bloody hopeless if you're talking to Johnny Martin. There's 2 tango.
Paddo's got the kick.
But there's 2 players there and he talks to one. I can't believe that.
There wasn't much in it anyhow.
No, there's not much in it, but why talk to one and not the other? Why 2?
Paddo. Kick from about 45. It's a fair way out. He's going a little chip. Oh.
Good mark by Joe Richardson. I'm not sure why they don't have a shot for goal.
You should kick that. So Joe Richardson kick the
when I
top
was
flank. Out to Mal Johns. The bloke had come off earlier in the game. He looks okay now. He plays on. Goes long. That's a better kick. This should favour Latest. He's run into a paddock there. He's got time to run. Chris Brain tags him well. Pushed out there. Lucky McKinnon doesn't want to get that. Good pass to Carlo Sedello.
Move it quick.
Good talk. Goes in quick to Waxwell and Smid. It's going close. It's knocked out of bounds by Smid to be a throw in the forward pocket. It's a bit better football
having a
there.
chance to score. Now St Michael's have a chance to score. And
they kicked long there and it looked a lot better by St
Yeah,
Michael's.
it looked a lot better.
So throw in. Be Johns and McAllister.
McAllister in front. It's pretty ordinary throw in by the boundary.
Shocking throw in.
Here's a chance for Patterson. He's got through and he's dubbed it.
To goal.
The goal.
Pretty ordinary throw in.
Very ordinary throw in. Yeah, I'm not sure. We have some very good boundary umpires running around the clubs and very good goal umpires too. And very ordinary throwing. Anyhow, we can't do much about that at this stage, I guess, and because I guess if you use your own club players, there's some bias comes in, and at least these boys are very, very independent.
Kalkee has swapped wingers again. They brought Chris Brain onto this one, and Jasper onto the other one. So
it's an interesting one. I thought Brain and Latest are very evenly matched. A good knockdown by Buwalda. Out to Johns. He needs to get a kick away. Out here to Timmy Patterson. And Peter Bird playing a great game again. I don't know where Roger Sedello was. He's gone around him. He's got caught. That's good tackle by Smith. A bit late.
Left.
Oh dear.
Downfield, late pump. He didn't have to do it. So it's play on. It's passed to Schultz and a good mark again. Nice pass by Ross McFarlane. So Schultz has been a live wire down there.
I just hope the umpires are consistent with that. We'll see with the next one.
40 metres out. How many goals has Schultz kicked?
Kicked 2 already.
2 goals. One of the best kicks in the league.
Should drop that from there.
Drops it on the boot. That looks pretty good.
Yep.
3 goals in the first quarter. Great play. Peter Bird got in a bit of trouble there, but they got out of it well.
Yes, he
tried to play
too much. I'm not sure why Roger Sedello's playing up here on the wing, and Peter Bird runs down there and takes the mark on a half-back flank unopposed. So there's not much gain in that, as they're
no logic
finding
at all.
out.
Only 30 minutes gone.
Kalkee swinging the changes, the wings again changing.
Favours Bewilder. Patterson tries to get it out to Waxwell.
McAllister,
Well done, Peter McFarlane, by backing into that.
Polner.
He gets it out to Polner, and there's the siren. 3-3-21 to Kalkee, 5-6-36. Kalkee's quarter.
Right, here we are back with the players breaking up and the crowd leaving the ground for the start of the second quarter. Kalkee leading 5-6-36 to St Michael's 3-3-21. And a very good quarter by Kalkee again, getting the break again on St Michael's and opening up a 15-point break. Beautiful day here at the City Oval.
Real finals weather.
Considering.
Real finals weather, isn't it?
It's beautiful weather. It's always September. I always say if you're not playing football in September and cricket in March, you're missing out.
Yeah.
Missing out on a lot. Because obviously you're not in the finals, and that's what it's all about. That's what you play for. So this will be another interesting quarter as it's umpire Graham Long about to bounce the ball, commence the second quarter of this wonderful grand final. And I think two great sides. Great admiration for both sides. Graham Long about to bounce the ball. The Walder at centre half forward, McAllister in the ruck. Here's a go. Chance for Johns. He taps it down to Wicks. Wicks up into centre half forward. Here's a chance. He punched it away nicely there. Joey Richardson far too slow. Tim O'Neill, he'll kick a goal here. Oh, he's played a pretty ordinary one and it's gone through for a point.
Could have had 3 goals.
Should have steadied. Yeah, should have steadied.
Got magic pace.
Bit of a worry there, Joey Richardson, and on O'Neill, hasn't got the pace. But I'm not sure who has to keep up with Tim O'Neill anyhow. Johnny Martin bringing it out here to the grandstand side. McAllister, he'll come over the top. Down to Richardson. He has a chance to atone. Oh, he's overrun the ball. Picked up by Johns. Out to Wicks. He's the danger player. Good play.
Good pass.
Oh, Martin needs to go harder than that. Johnny Martin could have got over the top there. St Michael's fumbling. Don't appear to have the bounce of the ball.
Martin never manned up after his kicking. I think that was the trouble.
Oh, he's missed that too. That's a bad kick. Bad kick. You can see that right off the boot she went, didn't she? So St Michael's being let into the game, I think, by Kalkee's bad kicking for goal. Here's Johnny Martin about to kick in again. I'm not sure how far they think he can kick, but anyhow, here's a go. McAllister and Johns. Clough over the back, a beautiful mark. Good mark. If he can fire, it means a big difference to St Michael's. Out here onto the centre wing, out to Polner. Polner and Jasper. Jasper and Polner. Again, he's got rid of it. It's good play. Dean Johns playing hard there. He gets it back. Oh, he didn't even hang on to him.
He was in his back a bit.
Yeah, but not holding the man. And that's what he called.
Wobbly old kick out of Brain. Latest comes over the top, and that's a free kick. In the back to Brain. Brain will go long. Look for Schultz again.
No, he's gone the other way.
Top side. Beautiful part. Joe
Richardson
ducked in there. Well done by Joe Richardson. On his left foot. Little chip to latest. He marks well. Wicks hangs on to him. Gets back.
There's nobody across the
He'll go long.
St Michael's half forward line. Oh, that's over the mark.
Could have been 50 metres. Bewilder comes over the top. Brings it to the ground. Patterson, he scored high. Pushed in the side.
It's got to be in the back if this one is. Oscar McGee.
That's smothered. Did he call play on? Could have been 50. Bowles got the run of the ball. Tapping in front of Shepherd now.
Didn't go for the ball. A pretty ordinary attempt to tackle there.
Into Joe Richardson again. No mark. Mick Smith's got the run of the ball. Shows his pace. Little chip over. It's a shocking kick. Out to Schultz. He's tapping in front of him. He'll knock it out of bounds, will he? He's happy with that. Yes, a few blokes not going as hard as they could.
No, I'm a bit disappointed with St Michael so far.
So throw in. So it'll be Wallerman and McAllister, is it?
Schultz and McAllister. Wallerman and McAllister. Strawford on Schultz.
So McAllister. No one gets a knockout.
Schultz
gets it straight out to Johnny Martin.
He should get it here.
He should be able to have a bounce here and settle himself. He gets on
out to Johnny McGee, straight to Shane Brewer.
Shocking kick again. Brewer nearly kicked this.
He could kick that.
Right on
Kevin
the 50
Schultz is over here by himself.
Little chip to Pato. Bad checking again. There's 4 blokes around him, but no one close enough.
The signs are not real good at this stage for St Michael's. Kalkee need to be able to score a couple of goals, though. They've let themselves down a little bit with the kicking here. There's Darren Patterson. That should go straight through.
Pretty good.
And that's a good goal to Darren
Bad
Patterson.
kicking again by St Michael's.
Yes, Kalkee certainly looking the favourites at this moment to take it off. And it's not a good sign. The ruckman not doing well for St Michael's. And Oscar and Johnny McGee not in the game. Lucky McKinnon not in it. A lot of people got to get into this game for the St Michael's team. Oh, it's a shocking bounce by the umpire. That's better by McAllister. The Bird off the counts by Sordello. Here's a chance for Simon. He picks it up. That's a good hand pass over into nobody's. JJ over the back. Here's McKinnon. That's in there. It goes out to Oscar. He should get clear here. Over to Thunder. He's by himself. Oh, he kicked it over his head. Can't believe it. He's got pace though, the big fella. Turns on his kicks and he kicks it straight to JJ.
I noticed Peter Bird tried Lucky's ribs out. A shocking kick.
The St Michael's kicking is very ordinary. Good
Chris
tackle.
Bryan.
That's holding the ball. Know where the umpires are. Johnny McGee taps it over to Roger Sodello. Oh, that's 50 metres, umpire. Come on.
Don't give
Got
it
to
away.
be 50.
He's given it. I'm not sure who gives the 50 away. Who was it?
Peter McFarlane.
Peter McFarlane, was it?
Couple of crude tackles by Kalkee. I'm not happy with one of Dean Johns here before. And this will be a vital kick because I think Kalkee are on top at the moment, Mark, and they've got a bit of a jump on St Michael. Shouldn't miss from there, of course.
Shouldn't. I've seen it happen before.
Only me and you.
So St Michael's are still in range.
They're still in the range now. Yeah, that a bad mistake by Peter McFarlane, I think.
At the moment.
Because all it's likely to do is stir Roger Sodello up because he hasn't played that well today so far and needs to get into the game. Yes, Kalkee fitted away a few opportunities too, which I have had quite a lot more opportunities to score. 6-8, 44, 4-3, 27. Bounce of the ball.
McAllister. Favours McAllister. Patterson comes in, helps out.
Oh, the ball bouncing again.
Paddo's still following it up. Out to Johns, no ball.
Oh, there's in the back to Johnny McGee.
Free kick to Jack McGee. He's been
Pretty
quiet
ordinary
at the
tackle again by...
Over the mark.
That's not play on.
He's playing on. You get caught here. Hands off to Brain and Latest. It's free kick. I don't know what for.
What for?
He's handballed. No, it wasn't a free kick.
It was called a free kick, and then isn't that penalising the side? That is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely.
I'm not sure what happened there. So he'll bounce it again.
Penalising the
Johnson
side.
McAllister. Favours McAllister again. He gets it out. He got hit high. Wicks taps it out.
Down to Johnny McGee.
Out to Johnny McGee
Johnny
coming
up.
into it again. Peter McFarlane reads it
Oh,
well.
run. Come on,
Peter
Carlo
Bird.
Sodello, run.
Out to Fish O'Connor by himself. He's got time. Chris
Brain's
Brain's
right behind
running
him.
well.
He could pick him up here. Oh, it's in the
didn't
back.
look at the ball.
Terrible tackle.
So O'Connor's got it. Chris Brain could have done better there.
Trying to rough
He's
him up a
gone
bit, I
high.
think, Mark. It'll be interesting to see.
McAllister comes over the top.
Oh, he marked
Good
that.
mark.
A good mark.
Yes.
They need to
Mix
fire
left
the
to show
big
their
fellas,
strength.
don't they?
Yep. He goes
Michael
long.
relies so much on
Peter
him.
Bird and
Carlo
Sodello.
Sodello.
Good mark by Sodello. You'll go long.
Keep it
Look
open.
for Roger Sodello.
Bit of
Sodello's
urgency
got the
about
sit
the,
here. JJ Bustlin.
Oh, yes.
Good mark.
As I said, the big fellas have got to fire the marking strength.
Sodello had to sit there. It was
Bit
a
of
nice
urgency
kick.
about the St Michael play now, and coming back into it, and that 50 metres was a costly mistake.
I'll only be 11 points down if he.
Yes, to bring them back into the game. Well, they've got to play better than they have anyhow. Roger Sodello. He's done
a real good kick.
Point only.
He just chipped at that.
And that's 4-4, 28, 6-8, 44.
The Peter Bird.
Peter Bird
Kicks
kicking
in.
out. Good kick.
Nice kick. Out to Pato and that's
In the
push
back.
in the back.
Ball's not within 10 metres.
Oscar McGee. On equal terms there, McGee and Patterson at the moment.
Oh, he's gone
Oscar
for a chip
goes
pass
little
out to Philip O'Connor drifting down.
Gave a little chip again, and will he go long?
Not
Probably
very
look
long.
for
He's
Sodello.
And
Stello's got the front berth.
Yeah, where's
John's come over
around
the back.
Timmy Patterson.
He's got another one.
That's it's
No.
going across, I'd say.
Bit of an opportunist down there at the moment.
Could have been
Timmy
a hand
Patterson.
pass out.
Played in defence last week, I think, didn't he?
Sorry?
Played in defence last week.
No, he's our rover, Timmy
Rover.
Patterson. Good.
Peter McFarlane a kick in.
Yeah, Ross McFarlane by
Out
himself.
to Ross.
Where the
This
heck
gives
are
him a
these
run on now.
bad
Gets onto
tackles?
his left
Here's a
foot.
chance.
It's a good kick.
For Strawford, and that's well done. A good effort.
You've got to kick long.
I don't know, the ball seems to be falling short, going towards the...
Looks flat. I'm not sure what it is. Not kicking disposals
Going
bad.
to the bridge end, seems to fall short. I don't know whether there's any breeze there or not.
So Wallerman and McAllister. McAllister got front berth. Favours Wallerman. Straight out to Jack. Jack's caught. That's holding the ball. Oh, he comes in. Oscar out to Mick Smith. Brewer's got the run of it.
Good
He's
play
going
by
the
Philip
ball.
O'Connor.
Could have been high. Fish gets it out to nobody. Out there to Patterson, to Tripp, to Simon Waxwell. He'll go long. It's a nice kick out to Thunder. Thunder goes one
In the
arm.
back.
In the back.
Yeah, no problem.
Kalkee bloke just getting treatment behind play.
Who have we got? Was that Chris Bone? No.
Mick Smith, I think. So Bewalder
Needs
will
to put it
long.
right in.
It's a nice kick. Johns will come over the back.
There's nobody
Hits the
down.
ground.
Here's a chance for
JJ's got it.
somebody's there.
Knocked out. Could have been a free kick. Goes to the boundary, and that's Ian Hobbs.
So Michael's not doing very well around the packs at the moment.
Yeah, 3 or 4
Falling down
fly.
a bit. Michael Smith back up, so that's good to see. Just a bit of a leg problem there. Over it goes. Thunder Bewalder. Down to Carlo. He needs to get it out. He kicks it out. Johnny McGee. Down to Simon. He needs to... Over to Simon Jack. He's a bit lucky to get through there. Mal Johns. Should have been a free kick. All players stopping. Now he pays one, which is no different to any other that he's missed for the last 30 seconds. Being a bit critical, the umpires here, but there's Peter Bird again. I don't know whose opponent he is. It's on to Ross McFarlane. Matty Latus picked him up. Good play, Matt Latus. Over to Brewer. Simon Waxel down again.
Good football. Nothing to kick at. Good ball.
Picked up by Rowan Burns.
Wicks chases.
That's good play. Out here too. And they kicked it straight to Kalkee. Peter Bird creating havoc. Whoever's on him's got to get on him and stay on him. And over to Ross McFarlane. It's all started from the half-forward line. Peter Bird running absolutely loose. But the St Michael's bench seem unmoved by it all at this stage.
They're in control, Kalkee half-back line, and McFarlane
Yes,
Bird.
they're a great finals player, Peter Bird. This is a vital kick again.
Left footer.
Left footer. Thinks he can get it. No, he's pulled it right around. Kevin Schultz and Johnny Martin. Johnny Martin. Oh, he's brought it back in and he's nearly kicked that.
He kicked
the
it.
Point.
Hit the post. That would have been a great goal for a big fella.
The Green obviously played at fever pitch again, and the pace of the game is really keeping it. Clough needs to get in here. Over the back, down to Jasper. Over to Richardson. He should clear here. He goes for a long hand pass in towards Simon Waxel. Waxel needs to get his kick. Kicks it over towards Sodello. Sodello again in trouble here. Bird, he's over the top. Here's a chance. Out to Brewer.
Oh, that's clever.
That's good play. Dean Johns in with a chance. Over to Brewer again. Here's a chance. He's gone long.
Oh.
I don't know what's happening. St Michael's in the band here.
Oh.
And a good pass into Patterson at centre half forward.
Gee, that was great play.
Well, I don't know where the St Michael's blokes are. They're not packed. The half forward line's not chasing. And they're putting a tremendous amount of pressure on the back line. And they all blame the backman, but it's often the forwards that are at fault. Somebody dropping. Greg Wicks dropping in. Darren Patterson fancies himself. He's going to kick from 55 metres. It's a good kick. Going right into the goal square. Somebody will touch that surely to God. And it's gone through for 1 point. To Kalkee, making them 6-10-46, 4-5-29.
Kalkee just can't seem to get that goal. We have getting the ball down there, but they just can't seem to get it through.
Had plenty of opportunities.
So Martin will kick in, top side. Nice kick. Out to Oscar and Pato. Clough comes over the top. Should have stayed down probably. Over to Pato and Clough again. Clough's got control and he'll ball it up. Clough is showing a bit more this week. Taking a while to get up. So it'll be Johns and McAllister again. Favours Johns. Out to Brewer. Fish O'Connor gets it out. Bowl in front of Lucky McKinnon. Lucky's done nothing at the moment. Out to Peter
There's that
McFarlane.
running off the half back line again, Chase.
He'll go long. Beautiful kick to Kevin Schultz. That's in the back. Silly free kick.
The Kalkee half back line absolutely killing St Michael's. Chris Walter didn't chase Peter McFarlane then. Lucky McKinnon not in front. They're not chasing Peter Bird. They've got to do something. Put somebody at least who'll chase and man up on this half back line. Kevin Schultz having another shot for goal. This one's going in. Burns.
What's a goal? That's his 4th goal.
I'm not sure why isn't that pushing the back if the other one's pushing the back.
I think both players went the ball though.
Doesn't make any difference but you push him out of the contest. They just ignore the one in the goal square and they play other ones. I'm not very happy obviously with the umpiring at this stage.
Stuart Hobbs coming off. Cole to come on.
It's the half back line of Kalkee is killing them.
A bounce again.
They're not running off.
Changed. The Walters back on. Favours Johns. Johns comes in for St Michael's. Well done, Shorty O'Neill. That's legged him. Gee's got pace. He'll go back, kick long.
They've picked up all the Kalkee free kicks at this stage. So
straight up the guts. Looks for Wallerman. He'll back into this. Wicks will come in. Oh, well done, Greg Wicks. Out to O'Connor. He's got the run of the ball. Tries to get his kick.
Come on,
into Shorty O'Neill again. That's a good mark. Showed a lot of courage.
Why Chris Walter's taking the mark, I would not have.
He'll go wide. Looks for Cole. That's nearly a free kick.
Why didn't he pay the full?
Brewer comes in. He's showing strength. He's caught. Has to be caught.
Why didn't he pay pushing the back then?
Exactly the same thing.
He's about 5 yards away from it, and he's definitely a free kick to Kalkee.
So Wallerman and
Burns. He needs Burns. I don't know why they don't put him on the ball.
Out there to Cole again. He'll centre the ball here. Kicks in, goes straight to Johnny Martin. Lackadaisy. Puts pressure on Joe Richardson. He's just pushed him out of bounce. And that
Things
was
are not
pretty
looking
ordinary
good for the St Michael team at this stage. Kalkee really in control of this game at the moment. 7-10-52, 4-5-29.
Throw in. Wallerman and Thunderball Wilder. Out there to Timmy Patterson. Gets the hands off. Oscar gets the hands off again and put him under pressure. Straight to Shorty O'Neill. Here's his pace again. Will he kick this one? That looks better, Shorty.
Yes, it's in.
That's great play. That's a goal on the left foot. I'm impressed. That's 9-10, 58, 29, 4-5, 29. No one's matching his pace at the moment.
No, they can't. No, they can't match him out. But the other players are getting it out to him, and I think they should get a lot of credit as well. It's all right to stand out there and run well, but it's the half forward line of St Michael's that is a big worry, and it was the worry last week too that let them down in the end. Some of them really have to get back into this game if they're going to do any good. I don't know what's wrong with some of the big men. Noel John's not going for it. Here's a go for it. And they've got it out again. Johnny Martin switched up here on the half-forward line. I wouldn't have...
Good pick up.
Somebody get in and give him a hand. That's the whole thing. Richardson out here to Brain. Joey Richardson's got to get in.
Ooh. Could have nearly been in the back.
I'm not sure why that's not in the back either. Some very ordinary umpiring decisions. I saw Graham Long up at Maryborough 3 weeks ago and he was bloody pathetic. And I had no interest in the game up there. Thunderball Wilder gets it down to Timmy Patterson. That's better. Off to Oscar McGee. He hasn't had many kicks either. Out to Matty Laters. He hasn't had many kicks. Matty Laters, there's a free kick. God help us.
Was the other umpire,
the
wrong umpire pulled the call there though.
I don't know how they work out who's in control there. Out here under the half-forward line. Out to McAllister. He's got to get into the game. Down again. Smith clearing the ball. He's buying. This Robert Cole's about 10 metres away from anybody else. Rowan Burns. He's done well on this occasion. I'd let him have a run on the ball. He's kicked it straight to Kalkee again by the looks of it. Oh, he didn't even go the ball, Dean Johns. Why isn't that a free kick?
At the brain, he kicks long. Schultz again. He's dangerous. Hand on the shoulder there. Nelly a mark. Play on. The Wilder knocks it clear. Out to
Phil O'Connor. Why don't you go?
Out to Shane Brewer. He'll kick this, hands off. He's got time now, steadies. That's a
goal.
good goal.
No point.
Hit the post.
Point.
Oh,
Went
ton
this
of class
side.
there.
Went this side.
The half forward line not going hard enough for St Michael's though.
Oh, turned back into play. I'm not sure. Everything's going wrong at the moment. But anyhow, we're only 30 points down. I guess that's a godsend at this moment because Kalkee have really kicked a few points at this gauge.
Clough to kick in.
Yes,
Johnny Martin's come out from full back. It's not a real good kick. Favours, pushed out by Boalden. No, that's a good mark.
Oh, what's he
He's called
played
play on. Out to Shorty O'Neill again with his pace.
God,
he
help
steadies. That's another goal.
No, only a point.
That's a goal. That's pretty pathetic, St Michael's. Shorty O'Neill, best on ground at the moment. He's just cutting them to pieces, just
Why would
through
Chris
mistakes.
Boalden play on? Why? He's surrounded by Kalkee players. I don't know, it's a very interesting scene. I can't be too critical, I suppose St Michael's won't watch it if they lose. You've got to watch it, they might turn around and win it, get up again. So
Johns and Boalden again. Favours Boalden. Johns gets the knockout. Out there to Oscar. Tapped out by Shorty O'Neill again. Well done, Laddie Wallerman. Knocks it clear. Tries to knock it out again.
There's a free kick.
Jimmy
Umpire,
Patterson, no ball, but he gets it out to Johnny Martin.
They
He goes wide. Mickey Smith gets a kick. Here's Shorty O'Neill again. If he can get the hands
That's
over,
it.
he's by himself. 3 goals in 5 minutes for Shorty O'Neill, and he's kicked it. Oh, great play, Greg Wicks. Good vision. Well done, Laddie Wallerman there at centre half forward by knocking the ball clear.
Put Polner on him.
And Bernie says put Palmer on him. Bit
Well,
of
they've got to
pace.
get somebody with pace.
They don't do it now. It could
St
be
Michael's
too
are
late.
just waiting and standing and hoping it's going to happen. Well, it won't happen like this.
7 goals
Got to
up.
get somebody to match him with pace. The only one is Polner or Latus.
Well, it'll be interesting if St Mick's heads drop.
Yes, I guess they were this far last week, so I think they're looking right down the barrel now.
Johns and Boalden. Good knock on by Thunder Boalden. Peter McFarlane
no
playing
good
in
here,
front
the
half
half
back.
forward
Oh, straight to Brewer.
Here he is again.
Shorty O'Neill. Back to Brewer. He recovers well.
Somebody
he goes
get on
long. I
him.
tell you what, it's close. It's This is good football by Kalkee. They're going long.
It's the
Shane Brewer.
It's the half back line.
They're not playing in front.
Running
St Mick's
off.
half forward line.
Lucky
Peter
McKinnon's
McFarlane's
obviously not
killing
fit
him.
or he'd be on the ball.
Clough comes wide. Out to Johnny Martin. Too much height there for Mick Smith. Shows his strength, pushes Smith back. He'll try and play up the guts again. Looks for Roger Sadello. No mark there. Peter Bird. Trip. Gets the hands out to Ross McFarlane, who's on his left
they're
foot.
just waiting for it to happen, St Michael.
That's a good kick. Trying to centre it and to mark to Joe Richardson. Wicks on the mark. Joe Richardson. Little chip. He set him
He's
up.
in trouble again.
Oh, yeah,
It's a mark.
it's a mark or a hit in the head, one or the other.
Why don't the
So
umpire
Jack
bring him
McGee.
back?
Well,
They're
he's
going
gone for
short.
chip again.
Crawford takes the mark. They've got to do something to try and break it up across the half forward line. Here's the key.
He's got nothing to look at.
Strawford, here we go. Peter Bird doing very well. Again, it's Strawford. He'll take this mark. And St Michael's half back line under extreme pressure. Standing up well at this stage. Here's Strawford out here to Sadello.
Sadello's got no hope of marking them. He's just putting his arms up, calling for the ball. You've got to lead.
Oh, that's terrible umpiring. Absolutely terrible umpiring. Put him round on his mark. You've got to go behind the mark, umpire.
Looks for Schultz. Brewer or Rove. Comes to the ground. Jasper tries to take control.
Hold the
That's
ball.
all.
He's still bloody
Play
got the
on.
thing.
Out to Johnny Martin. Johnny, get your kick, son. He gets the hands off straight
right,
to Johns. No ball. Oscar just charged him. Yep, that's fair enough. Oscar never looked at the ball. Well, no good's fighting now, boys.
Somebody get on his mark.
She's on. Johns gets a kick.
Let's watch on
Straight
the
to
football
Laddie
field.
Wallerman.
Watch the footy.
Out to Hargraves.
So Michael
Fight's
will end
still
up getting a
going
goal
on.
out of
Not
this.
much happening. Out to Lucky McKinnon, is it? He takes a ball, gets a kick back into the centre. Phil O'Connor.
And he's gone right over the mark. Bring him back on the mark. He's over the mark by 2 yards.
Oh, he set him up.
Johnny McGee mark. The umpires don't get control of this game, there'll be something wrong. Here's a chance for Chris Bewalder. He'll mark. Going up into the forward line. They need somebody up here. Chance for Carlo Sadello. There's a push in the back. Oh, I don't know. The umpires just ignore them. I really don't know. Free kick to Kalkee, definitely on then. Back here to Simon. He's got to go a bit harder than he has. He's got through. Nicely done. Tapped out to Oscar. Oscar's really stirred up now. He's flattened after he's played. Dean Johns. That's the second one, and they talk about Oscar.
Bit of an evener up, I think.
He'd get one before too. Don't worry.
Rowan Burns coming off.
Yeah, should have come off a long time ago. Chance for Carlo Sadello. He hasn't been in a game. He's missed that.
No, he's got
he hasn't. No, he hasn't missed it.
Must have been close. Birdie didn't like it.
No, I've never seen a backman like a goal yet. There's nothing he can do about it. They can't change him. Well, you got the point last week that won the game. You remember that one?
I was in by a fair way.
It was not you. You said it wasn't. So that's an interesting. It's still Kalkee well in control, Mark.
Yeah. Gets stronger at the moment.
10,
that
12,
bit of dust up might have got some mix going.
They need
bit of character.
Need something. 10, 12, 72, 5, 5, 35.
Johns and Bewalder. Bewalder, good knockout. Johnny McGee coming in.
He needs to come into the game. That's better. McAllister. Chance here for Bird. Who's on him? I don't know where.
Played on by Simon Waxwell. He gets it out. Oscar McGee. Jasper kicks it off the ground. Out to Patterson. Oh, John's come into Shepherd. Johnny McGee gets it out. Out to Bowl. Thunder tried to get the ball in. John's going
That's
again.
not
It's a free kick
back
to Johns. Well, I think he's getting a bit worried. They have to pull the Tiggy Touchwoods out. Johns will go longs. High, looking for Wallerman. Oh, he went under it a bit. Mick Smith's on the ground. Lady Wallerman showing his strength. Good hands out. Greg Wicks has got it now. Shows his strength. Get rid of it. Oh, bad handball. Out to Joe Richardson. Here's Shorty O'Neill. Best on ground at the moment. In the back, is it? No, it's played on.
Holding the ball, it should be.
Holding the ball, yeah.
Had plenty of chance to get rid of that one.
I think he tripped over. So Joe Richardson gets onto his left foot. Goes to Johnny McGee. Good mark. He's come into it a bit now. He'll look for Sadello.
Certainly
He's
needs
gone
to come
for the
into
chip
it.
to his brother, Oscar. He plays on.
Oh.
Oscar ducked under it. Out to Thunder. Thunder goes for the little chip. And that's out to McAllister. That's better play, St Michael's.
Umpire having a shot to Wallerman then.
So he's 40 metres out. Be a nice goal for him if he got it at half time.
Yeah, good
it's
kick.
A good kick.
Coming
Swinging back. Too short.
It's marked. A free kick going to St Michael's.
No. Peter Bird's kick.
This bloody umpire is absolutely hopeless.
Yeah, he had a meal out of Billy Lawson's last night. No, Bird kicks it.
Looks like it.
Out to
He didn't
Johns.
give us a good run last time, and I don't think he's...
JJ Lawson and Patterson. It's on the ball, and I think he'll ball it up there. So in the forward pocket for St Michael's. About 28 minutes gone. Some Mix have come into it a bit in this last 5 minutes. They're still 6 goals down. Bounce the ball, shocking bounce again. Yeah. That's pathetic. Yeah. Out there to he's dived on the ball. That has to be a free kick.
Patterson's
Shouldn't happen with a bad bounce like that though.
Patterson's hurt his knee. That's very good. Over here to Carlo Sadello. To Timmy Patterson. He gets rid of it. Not sure what the umpire will do it. Darren Patterson hurt the knee. Dean John, Darrison Patterson.
No, Dean Johns. Patterson's.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, he's hurt the knee, has he?
It's in a bit of pain.
Hit the knee, just twisted there as he went to tackle. Oh dear.
JJ Lawson knocks her out of bounds. And Mark Wallerman just coming up the ground to do the ruck work now.
So Michaels need to get a goal here if they can.
So So throw in Wallerman and Bawalda. Wallerman comes
Johnny
over
McGee.
the top. Out to Johnny McGee.
He
It's on
gets
his
it back
left
here at
foot.
centre forward.
It's into
Mel
Johns.
Oh, who's over the back?
and
Nobody
it's
over the back.
Out of bounds.
We've got all the big men up the forward line and no little men
We've
at
got
the
no
moment.
pace.
No little men up there at the moment.
So throw in. Wallerman and McAllister. Someone comes through there try to come through and kick a goal, and it's knocked through for a point.
Well, he didn't play round the neck there. The umpire's just totally ignored to Carlo Sadello.
John's just coming off. He's had a few knee operations, so that's bad news for him. McFarlane will kick in.
Peter McFarlane kicking in. Lucky McKinnon's got to do something. It's gone over the back. So Michael's standing flat-footed again. The umpire's completely ignored it. Obviously a downfield for Kalkee.
It had to be, yes.
I don't know why the umpire's completely ignored
He never
these
had
things.
to do that.
No. I really don't know. I think this is one of the worst umpiring decisions. There's been half a dozen free kicks to Kalkee, half a dozen free kicks to St Michael's, and certainly not up to the standard we're used to. Here's a chance for Strawford. He'll go long. Kicks it over to Peter McFarlane.
That's half-time.
That's half-time here at the City Oval. 10-12, 72, 5-6, 36.
Exactly 6 goals.
36 points in front. It's been a good game. St Michael's need to get back into it. I don't think they can, Mark, at this point in time. Kalkee playing much better. You all know? Yes, we're back on. Off we go. Yes, the umpire already speaking to players. Again, he's spoken to one player when 2 players are just as good. Surely the umpire, the player's allowed to stand on his
I
post.
don't know why they just don't bounce the ball. They're only having a bit of a push.
At least the umpy's got the right one this time.
Cluffy's going to centre forward.
Well, they had to do something, Mark, didn't they?
Yep.
Cluffy was
Half forward line was pathetic.
playing well on the back line. Tim O'Neill obviously doesn't like the close attention he's getting, but that's what football's all about, Tim. If you kick 4 goals, you expect to be really closely checked after half-time. I don't think I hope Darryl Martin's got the pace, but I doubt it. Stuart Hobbs gets the hip down over to Darren Patterson. Kalkee going in, and here's a chance for Robert Cole. He should play on. If he played on, he'd have
He probably done the right thing.
probably did in the end.
But he
Should kick the goal.
foot.
Kalkee kicked this one. I think things are right underway here. Robert Cole from about, 30 metres.
No breeze.
No breeze. Directly in front. Should be able to kick this one right through the centre. And that's no problem. Straight through the middle. And I'd say that's not what St Michael's won. Gee, I hope I'm wrong, but I'm predicting quite a big wing here for Kalkee.
Hope they make a game of it. They just don't throw it in.
No, they shouldn't. They've never thrown in one yet, but the signs are not looking good, Mark, and it's a worry for all St Michael supporters. They're waiting for Kalkee to make the game instead of making the game themselves. Stuart Hobbs against Chris Bawalda. Hobbs again. Oh, it's a beautiful knock. Out here, Johnny Martin should mark this one. He's nearly pulled it in. Chance for Martin. He should go at the ball. Out here to Lenny Egan. He's left the ball behind.
Free kick.
And it's in the back, and that was in the side. Philip O'Connor from the back pocket. He'll drive it right out here to centre half, out in front of the grandstand. Chris Bawalda didn't even go in for the ball. It's a good tackle.
Too high.
Oh.
The arm come over the shoulder.
Very pathetic effort by Chris Bawalda. He's not even running down the back line. Here we go. Laddie Wallerman. That's a push out. Oh. That's where Chris Bawalda should have been in, giving him a hand.
Too much strength.
Are you allowed to push a player out like that?
Within the 10 metres, I think.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Within the 10 metres. Now the umpire wants to put him round, which is absolutely stupid because he's not in line with the mark. That's a good kick. It could come back. No, it's just off the line.
I don't know where he was
for
lining
score,
him up.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know where the umpire was at all lining. Where are you going, boys? I don't know where the umpire was lining him up there. Johnny Martin's gone a short for Chris Wilder. He should run it off. Run it long. Right down here onto the centre wing. Oscar. And picked up by Polner. He needs to fire. He's a long kick. He's up here to Mally Johnson. He's taken a good mark on the half-forward line. He should swing it in towards centre half-forward. Paul Clough. Peter Bird. A chance for Clough. He should kick it, and it's a good kick. Down the forward pocket, it'll go out of bounds. Just in front. And Clough probably should have hand passed that off to two or three running players in Simon Waxel, Matty Latis and Johnny McGee running past. But no hand pass coming. They need to score a goal, St Michael's, desperately, if they're to get back into this game. Throw in by the boundary umpire. Gary McAllister. Carlo Sadello. That's a good throw in by Hobbs. Over to Wicks. He's going to run off a pan pass. Carlo Sadello in good pursuit. Strawford down to Wallerman. Down to Brain.
Good vision.
Good vision over to Brewer. Over to Patterson. They nearly stuffed it up. Oscar can't catch him. Patterson playing very, very well. Robert Cole. He's a good strong mark. And the sign's looking very ominous for the St Michael's side. Robert Cole a little bit further out than he was before. It's been hard to score from. Here's a chance for Darryl Martin. He's left the ball behind. Picked up by Joe Richardson. Out to Brewer. He's tackled. A good tackle. A good tackle again from Cole. Out to Philip O'Connor. He's fumbled. Lenny Egan gets a hand pass away. Here's Cole again. Into chance for somebody went us over there. Chance for a good tackle again by Kurtz. Look, surely it's dropping the ball. He's had three goes at it.
Went in a bit harder there, St Michael's.
Well, it's about time. There's some fairly ordinary play, I'd say, happening here from a St Michael's point of view. Oscar there. He needs to kick. Down here to centre half forward. Paul Clough in the van. There's nearly a free kick again. I don't know why the umpies don't play some free kicks. Good play by Simon Waxel. At least he went in hard for the ball. Chance for Waddy. Out to Paul Clough. He set him up. Clough's got the spade here. And he races away. And two bounces. Chased by Bolwell. He needs now to kick the ball. He's hardly got the strength to kick it. And it goes through for 1 point. How often do you see after a long run like that he
takes it out of the legs?
Yeah. So it's at least it broke up. A good hand pass by Simon Waxel out to Clough. But here's a boy by himself. Bolwell's by himself again. Roger Delano. It's very ordinary performance. Here's a go for Kalkee. Mark Jasper that was. Picked up by Polner. He swings it back into the centre. Over his head to Wicks. Simon needs to go a bit harder. Chris Wilder needs to run back onto the ball. Wicks will transfer play out to the half-back flank. No, he's coming out this side. Here's a chance for Philip O'Connor, Schultz and Brewer. Brewer behind play. He did not mark it. So it goes on here. A good pass in towards Cole. Here's a chance for Cole though. Burns for Darryl Martin. Will get there. He picks it up nicely. And he'll drive it out here. There's two or three St Michael's players by themselves. Johnny McGee needs to run on. Here's a chance for Simon Waxel. In towards the centre half forward. Going out here. He gets a nice kick up towards Carlo Sadello, just over his head. Jimmy Patterson, Carlo Sadello, and it's gone out of bounds. The ball just not bouncing at all for St Michael's at this stage. And Kalkee still lead with a nice comfortable lead of 38 points.
So throw in Hobbs and Clough. Hobbs doing well in the knocks so far, replacing Johns. Throw in McAllister there now. Hobbs gets a tap out to Peter McFarlane. He gets on, swings it round, nice kick. Laddie Wallerman and Thunder. Wallerman's got the sit. Well done, Laddie Wallerman. Out to Thunder. He's got time now to steady. Has a bit of a look. Nice kick out there. Makes him run. Out to Roger Sadello. No mark. Play on it. Well done, Kalkee. Good bump by Joe Richardson. Richardson goes in again and well played. When Kalkee looked to have the run of the ball, Joe Richardson come in well.
Roger Sadello falling over again when he should have stood up.
So the bounce of the ball again. Ross McFarlane's going to take the tap. He got up high. Went straight to Sadello though.
Chance for Clough.
Clough's got the sit here, but Peter McFarlane cut in front. Peter comes through again. He's got the ball. Coming in shepherd JJ. Good hands by JJ. Out the Bird. He makes him run. Out to Matty Latis and Chris Brain. He overruns it. Wicks with experience. Takes his time to pick it up. Gets it out to Chris Brain. He's got a bit of time now. has a kick. It's a nice kick up the crisp. Shane Brewer, he's got a ton of class. That's a nice kick. Got it. He's got the sit now. Schultz gives him a bit of a push. Knocked on, and that's knocked out of bounds. Knocked through for a point. Geez, good Shane Brewer. There'll be a kick in by Johnny Martin.
Players don't punch.
That's a nice kick. That's a better kick by Johnny Martin. Out to Roger Sadello. Bowell punches.
Fell over again, though.
That's a mark.
If he hadn't marked that,
they're in all sorts of trouble.
That's right.
2 on 1 then. So Sadello takes a kick. Not much action for the boys there. Goes for the short pass to Simon Wax. Will set him up a bit. He's paid the mark. Jasper came over the top, but too late. So Waxwell picks the ball up.
Yeah, Simon really needs to pick up his game.
Goes long.
It's going better.
Looks for McAllister. JJ goes over the top. Strong mark by JJ. Plays on.
McAllister
let him go the mark. Ross McFarlane gets a little chip over. Over to Jasper. He's got time now. Gates on his left foot. Probably should have went on his right. Had time. Wicks comes over the top, but it's marked by Joe Richardson. Joe comes onto his left foot. Short pass to Thunder. Put him under the hammer. Brewer comes in to help him, but straight back to Shorty O'Neill. His first touch for the quarter. And Johnny Martin marks.
Why did they short pass like that?
He'll go out wide here to latest now.
Another short pass.
There's another pass. That's better.
That's better.
You get it out in the opening here. Cluffy's leading, but he ignores it. Puts it back into the centre with Jack McGee. He's hanging on to him. Could be 50.
Got to be 50 metres. Umpire, come on.
Jack plays on now. Gets onto his left foot. Goes
Not
long.
consistent from last week.
McAllister over the top, is it? Oh, dropped the chest mark.
Oscar,
everyone else stop. He's caught. No. Going to play.
Oh dear, I thought he was going to play holding the ball.
It's a pretty good decision.
Not sure how he could have got it out.
So they bounce the ball again. Hobbs and McAllister. Oh. Why didn't he bounce it?
Well, give a free kick. Like to know what they like to be the star attractions.
So Hobbs and McAllister in close to the ball. McAllister good knock out to Waxwell. He misses the first bite. Out to Bird.
Good
gets
tackle.
a chip out.
That's better.
Out to Jasper. Jasper misses. Polner gets it. Jasper tries to retrieve it. Polner gets a kick again. He's lifted.
No.
Big kick. Bit of a push out by Johns, and it's out of bounds.
So Michael's not even looking, just blazing. There was a hand pass on which would have broken that completely up. They're just blazing away. And I think Kalkee are holding them quite well at the moment. 10 minutes into the third quarter. It's 11-14 to 5-7, and that's the time of the. Certainly Kalkee the better side at this stage, Mark.
Hobbs and McAllister again. Favours Hobbs. Patterson comes over the top. Open it up for St Michael. Sadello couldn't get
getting it out. Round the neck, umpire.
And he's going to ball it up again.
I'm not sure where they don't place themselves very well.
Dean Johns just running around the boundary. Looks to be okay. So they bounce the ball again.
Could be rude, but I won't.
Hobbs and
McAllister
knocked on by Patterson. Out to Ross McFarlane. Grabbed when he never had it.
Oh.
He attacked the ball. Out to Tim Patterson. He gets around one. Knocked on by Barwell. Well, scrambly play. No one really getting clear.
Now,
that's high tackle.
That one.
Has to be a high tackle.
Yeah, but he didn't play the one 2
play
seconds
on.
before.
He's called play on. Out to Barwell. He gets to Laddie Wallen. Bit of a push in the back. Play on. Out to Ross McFarlane again. Scrambly play. Back to Wallerman. He gets it clear. This gives Ross McFarlane time to get on his left foot. Well chased by Polner, but I don't think he had the ball. It's play on again. It's gone in clear, and that's a good telling mark by Johnny Martin. Out to Martin again, is it?
Yep, Daryl Martin.
Daryl Martin. Good disposal of it. Out to Jack. Shorty O'Neill on his hammer. He's got time. Gets around Shorty. Has a bounce. Nothing upfield. Carlo Sadello by himself. That's a good pass.
Good pass.
You could see that was going to happen.
They've got to do more of that, St Michael's. They've got to run. Got to run out of the back line. Take all the risks as possible. Got a good view of this one, Mark. No, it's gone off to the left. It's not out of bounds yet.
Mark the Buolta.
That should be nearly 50 metres if umpires are consistent. But they're obviously not. Yeah, I don't think he can kick it from that angle. He'll have to run around and
might use the old
for
punt,
the old banana kick.
Which he has.
He's done a good job, I'd say. It's a good job.
I like it. So there's still a chance at Michael's.
Oh yes, they're two good sides, as we've been keeping saying. They're not Both sides, the game's not over, as Kalkee proved last week, but still I think Kalkee at this stage playing the better football. It's 11-14-80 to 6-7-43. I'd say that's a 37 margin. That's a long way to pull back, especially when you're going to have to go into the breeze in the last quarter. So here it is. Johnny McGee in the centre, trying to G his players on. Chris Bewalder. They need some more goals. Up she goes in the centre. Out to Patterson. He's got it out all the time. Ooh. Hand passes straight to Latus. I'm not sure what that was. Here's a chance. This is going to be Bowell going in. Clough needs to get down there and give him a hand. Hobbs doing well. He's tackled him well. Just his best. Over to Johns. He needs to kick it in towards centre half forward into Johnny McGee. The ball needs to bounce. Simon Waxel's got a shepherd. Johnny McGee dobs it right through. Now that's better.
Ball's bouncing a bit better for the boys now.
A little bit better. Still a long way behind. 8-7. 8-7-49. 8-7.
8-7-49, yep.
Must be 7-7. They got it up pretty quick. 7-7-49. 11-14-80.
Jasper coming off.
Jasper coming off. I'm not sure that he's done anything wrong though. All the same. Played a fair game, I thought, Jasper so far. And it's Hayden Coochel coming onto the ground for Kalkee. Got to try some changes.
Legs will be getting a bit weary. Need fresh men.
Need a fresh man, that's right. Down in the centre, umpire Graham Long. Chance to St Michael's. They've got to keep the momentum up. 15 minutes into the third quarter. They need to get within a couple of goals at least. Chance for Thunder Bewalder, chapped up by Brewer. Good kick out, very quick kick out. Here's a chance it'll go through all the legs. Rowan Burns coming to the go. That's good play by Burns. He kicked it straight to a Kalkee player, which is not good play. Polner and Brain, two very quick players. Brain tackled and it's gone over the... No, it's not out of bounds yet. It is now. Good two players there. It's good to see two pacey players like that. And that's what I like to see, both eyes on the ball. Throw in. Who we got?
Wallerman and Bewalder.
Goes down to Oscar.
Free kick.
Free kick, and I would have nearly gone the other way, so I must be a hopeless judge. I must be a hopeless judge.
Bewalder will go long.
He's got to go long. There's nobody down here, though. It's gone out to again. Sadello. He's got the mark.
Too much height for Bowl at the moment. Don't throw it away. You go the other way.
No, I don't think the umpires are even looking.
So he'll go long. Probably look
got to bring it down to McAllister.
Again. Up there to McAllister and Hobbs. Hobbs comes
over the back. There should be somebody down the back.
Where's
Johnny McGee's there again.
Johnny McGee.
Here's Clough this time. He'll go round. He goes for a long kick. It's down here towards John. Another Johns. Simon Waxel should get through. Kicked it off the ground and he's dobbed it. So St Michael's back into the game. And that brings them back. That's 8-7 this time. For somebody down here in the centre. Is that Paul Clough, is it? A few of the cramps came up last week for St Michael's, which was bad. And I know Simon took some salt tablets during the week to try and stop himself from cramping. But he's obviously in big trouble there. And well, that's a good comeback now. It's
4 goals of difference.
25 points, yes, 25. That's 4 goals, 1 mark. It's still 5 kicks, isn't it? And but it's good to see the crowd starting to get a little bit more excited. Because
shock and bounce again.
Oh, the umpires
punched on by Shorty O'Neill.
Here's a chance for Wallerman to run onto the ball. Good play by Strawford. There's a free kick and in the back umpire. God help him. He held it too long, really. Here's out to Joey Richardson. He's doing a good job. A good shepherd by Daryl Martin.
Oh, look out.
He'll get it over the top to Johnny McGee, who's really come into the game. There's nobody here. As Joey Richardson goes long, he kicked it into, where's he kicked it? Straight to Hobbs. He's got back to Ross McFarlane. The disposal is absolutely shocking by St Michael. And that's good play by Johnny McGee. And a good... Put a bad hand pass from Robert Cole that time. Put young Coochel under pressure. But Johnny McGee's starting to lift his rate. So it comes out to Wallerman. He should get that one down. Down to Philip O'Connor, and he'll run the ball out of bounds in front of Timmy O'Neill.
So throw in. Wallerman and Bewalder. Straight in front of the coach's box. Another shock and throw in. Bewalder taps it on. Coochel, here's your chance now. Shock and kick into the centre. Bowell attacks it. Sadello knocks it over the back. Out to Joe Richardson. This is better. Getting it out wide. Daryl Martin. Brain chases well. Out to Hobbs and Johns. Hobbs attacked the ball better and well done. He goes long. Pushed after it. Floating kick. Sadal, oh, Nelly a great mark. But that's brought to the ground by Joe Richardson and Andrew Barwell. Johns never attacked the ball then and paid the penalty. So they'll bounce the ball just off the Merry Creek soil. Be Bewalder and Wallerman again. Bewalder, no one got the tap really. Patterson comes through. Out to Johnny McGee, who's playing well in the centre. Out to Latest. Has time. Kicks the ball long. JJ Lawson could have took the mark. McAllister's got it. Overran it. Not sure who kicked that off the ground, but it's
Johns.
Peter Bird's got it now. Birdie goes for the hands. Good vision. Hobbsy has a bit of a fumble. Goes long to put Pato under a bit of pressure.
Mark
Great
by
mark. Oscar McGee, is it?
Yep.
Great mark by Oscar. So Oscar will go long. No shorts in there. Probably look for his brother Jack.
St Michael's lifting their rate.
He's gone big
for the long one.
torpedo. It's a shocking
Here's Johnny
torpedo.
McGee.
He's picked him.
Yep. Certainly lifting their rate, the McGee's, and of course, if they're going to, St Michael's need those players playing well, of course, if they're to get back into the game. So it's 8-7, 55, 11, 14, 80. A very crucial kick in this grand final, which I just can't admire these two teams enough. He's kicked.
He's missed it, I think.
I think he's got it. Yes, he's got it. He's got no.
Ooh, that could be costly.
You can never tell with these goal umpires, can you?
Yeah.
Stone-faced.
So Peter Bird will kick in now.
But what a great contest by these two sides. They're absolutely tremendous sides.
Toes the kick. Goes straight to
Roger
Sadalo.
Sadalo's got to mark it. They're in big trouble because he falls over again.
He'll go long. Probably look for his brother Carlo.
Yes, we need to get
puts in a dud lead. Open.
He needs to jump back now, though, although Clough is back there. Who's back there?
So 55 out.
There's nobody
Kicks
actually
long.
back there now.
Thunderball comes in. Someone,
down
Peter
there.
McFarlane nearly
Oh,
took
he's
the
got
mark. Bewalder's got it. Falls over.
He's tackled.
Birdie's
That's a great
That's
tackle.
Nelly holding the ball. Picked up by Pato.
And another tackle.
Pato kicks
Things
it.
are happening
and that's
now
out of
here at
bounds,
the
is it?
City
Out to
Oval.
Chris Brain. Latest gets a better bounce. He's forced
Matty
the error and
Latest.
pushed him over the line.
There's certainly a lot more urgency about both sides at the moment. Kalkee sort of going along quite nicely, but now they're starting to lift their rate as well.
So it'll be
Chris Bain, somebody's not getting back onto him. Philip
no
O'Connor.
ruckman there for Kalkee. Ross McFarlane has to take the knock.
Down Oscar. Chance
He's not
here for
brought
Oscar.
the ball
Johnny
to the
McGee
ground.
pushed out
Shane
of it.
Brewer.
Tackled by Oscar again, gets it out. Over here to Ian Smith, tackled by Simon. Good tackle. Here's a go. Chris Bewalder. Oh, he's gone out wide here. That's gone over his head. Carlo Sadalo, please run.
Not chasing. Peter Bird gets the hands over. Go over to Kuchel.
Come on.
He's got a
Here's
bit of, hasn't got much time here. Back to Bird. He'll have to kick now. He balks. Good play. Looks long. Don't do anything silly, Cluffy.
No, he did it well. Then
He controlled
pulled
himself.
himself up.
Johnny Martin's got it. He's got time. Oh, I don't know where you're going there. That's a shocking kick. Cole and O'Connor.
Gonna turn
brought
out
to the
all right,
ball.
I think.
Tapped out by Latest. Kuchel puts his
Oscar will
body
be in there.
And Cole also. So it'll be a bounce up.
And it's a good contest again.
So the bounce will take place. Hobbs coming up to take the knock. Oh, shocking bounce again, straight to Oscar.
Here's a go.
Here's a go for Ross McFarlane. Ball bounces well for him, hands over. Oh, didn't read it well in Barwell. Good tackle, back to Ross McFarlane. He'll
There's
go
the
long
difference.
now.
Ross McFarlane followed up and Roger Sadalo didn't.
Greg Wicks uses his bulk there.
Chance for Joey Richardson.
And it's brought to the ground. Not sure who's got it
there's
there.
round the neck.
Scrambly Joe Richardson.
God, the umpires absolutely put his whistle
there, I
away.
thought.
Absolutely put his whistle away.
Kuchel
Well, here was the
off and-
difference. Roger Sadalo didn't chase. Here, Ross McFarlane followed up and Kalkee got the advantage.
The bounce again. Hobbs taps it out. Good
Out
knock
to
out to
O'Neill.
Shorty O'Neill. Use his pace.
Over to Brain.
Brain will go long with the left foot. Kicks into Schultz.
Good punch, good punch.
Done well. Mick comes to Mick Smith. Back to Hobbs now again.
Oh, he
Hobbs
doesn't
does
know
a
where
bit of
to
a
go.
balk. He's going to hands off. Put him under a lot of pressure.
Wallerman.
He's kicked it. That's a good goal. That's a real handy goal. So Mix looked like they were getting back into it, but that puts it back to only 6 kicks.
Well, I'm very critical of Roger Sadalo, and he's still standing there with his hands on his hips. He has not moved. He needs to chase. Got to chase out of that forward line. And you butter up. He just left Jack high and dry there, Johnny McGee. Jack's
Ross
been lifting.
McFarlane's goal
Yes, that's
by showing his feet.
that's dead right.
Showed he's cool.
You just can't just say to happen.
Bounce it again.
Oh, good knock.
Bowalder gets it out. Comes
Shark
to
by
Patterson in the
and he's
middle.
a chance for Philip
O'Connor in front. Smith using his arms there to get clear. Kicked it wide. Out to Kevin Schultz. Got a couple of feet on him there.
Kalkee lift their rate again here.
Schultz has a bounce.
He has a bounce.
He's gone a little chip.
Short.
That's really rubbing again. When a bloke with his age and pace can have a bit of a bounce and a bit of a look around.
Yes.
So Ross McFarlane, he kicked this.
Getting back on top now.
I think St
They
Nick's
seem to have
might have
every
had
answer,
their
don't
burst.
they, for St Michael's at this stage.
So Roscoe, 40 metres out. Beautiful kick with his left foot. Goes long. He's sprayed that.
Gone off that one. Well, you never
That's
know with
1
these
point.
goal line players. So handy 31 point break.
Martin will kick in again. Which side will he favour? Favour the dead side. It's a beautiful kick. That's a 60-metre kick. It's a good mark. No, I think that come off the hands. Play on, he's called. Good decision. One of the better ones for the day. Played out to Waxwell. He's in front. Gets a good hands. Great hands out to Latest. Shows his pace.
Who we got here?
Goes
Anybody?
long,
JJ.
out to Carlos Sadello.
He
JJ went the man there, but there wasn't much in that, and that's gone through.
he had to go for him then. But no problem with the balls in the vicinity.
So JJ's got the ball. Peter Bird running out in the wing here by himself again. Stuart Hobbs in front.
Where's he going to kick
JJ
that?
goes straight up the middle.
Oh, Ross
Looks for
McFarlane
Ross
by himself.
McFarlane, who's starting to come
Johnny
into
McGee
this.
over the
Only
back.
a free kick. Latest gets the ball. Has time. Should have steadied a bit more.
McAllister in
Gone to
front.
McAllister. He's marked it. Hadn't done a lot, McAllister, but
No, been very disappointing. You can never count the big fella. He tries hard. A lot of people malign him. He doesn't get a lot of protection from umpires, but he certainly gives his heart. And a big chance here for St Michael's.
missed it. Well, I had a gut feeling he'd miss that.
Certainly misses. No different to Ross McFarlane missing in this end, of course. It obviously looks bad because we had a really good look at that one.
Peter Bird.
Peter Bird to bring the ball in. He's coming out this time. Clough should be in the van here. He nearly marked that one. Over to Carlos Sadello. He tips it off the ground. It's going in there. Obviously Lucky McKinnon not fit. He's been off the ground since half time and he's obviously conned the selectors, I'd say. He can't play with the 19. That's better from Carlos Sadello. He's got through. Gets a good hand pass out. Simon Waxel off the ground. He's been tackled in by
Peter McFarlane.
Peter McFarlane. He's played a good captain's game. Captain's coach going again. Putting a lot of pressure on the St Michael's for it. St Michael's at the 25-minute mark. Need to nearly get another goal to get them in this game. Here's the throw in. McAllister. He traps it down to JJ. He gets a pretty ordinary hand pass. There's a chance. And the umpire will ball it up. All players struggling hard for possession. The League Geelong are about 50 points in front of Essendon at the moment, down the VFL. It's a chance for Johnny McGee. In trouble if they let him through there. McFarlane comes out with the ball. Good tackle by Patterson. Chris Bowalder should mark that. That's a shocking, absolutely shocking decision.
I thought Kalkee Blake had the first grab.
Well, Robert Cole had the first two touches, didn't he? And where's he gone? Now he's called play on and the bloke's marked.
Simon Waxwell gets a handball out to Patterson. Patterson hits the ground. That could be holding the ball now. He's paid it. Well, he lost his footing.
Johnny McGee in there doing the tackling. This was a disgraceful decision out here. Robert Cole having two touches before Chris Bowalder even got his hands to it. So I'm very biased one St Michael's too, and I just cannot believe that decision by the umpire.
I think he screwed that too. They're throwing it away.
Yes, St Michael's are having chances now. The Kalkee had chances early to really start the game as well. But it's the difference is not too bad now. It's down under those 30 points, and Peter McFarlane out to Goat Martin over the back. Here's a chance for Kalkee. They've got to make something of this. Stuart Hobbs picking it up. He's gone short. Probably should have gone long. Chance for Chris Bain over to Brewer. A good tackle by Matty Laters. Johnny Martin needs to get this one. Thunder Bowalder needs to run. Good tackle by Johnny Martin. Over to Brewer. Over to Colbert. Richardson in the van this time. And a good solid mark by Joey Richardson's got 2 players short here. Johnny Martin the mark. Ross McFarlane on the mark, needs to bring him back. Hope the umpires can atone here. Here's a chance for over to Clough. He didn't want it. It's out to Carlo Sadello. He doesn't want it. And he's kicked that out of bounds on the full.
No, it's in.
It's a mark. Marker out of bounds on the full.
That's 10 metres, I'll go eat.
Yeah, that's right. Clough needs to be over the mark. Keaton Mouse, that's a good mark. Need Clough firing. Need somebody in the goal square. There's nobody in the goal square. Anyhow, he's about, 40 metres out once he kicks. Should be able to make the distance. Accuracy is always a problem. He's kicked it out of bounds on the full. Things not looking good, but at least St Michael's in there having a go.
But it's not good for their confidence.
The Kalkee crowd is quite vocal about that, and I don't think they pay enough tribute to both these sides. I reckon tremendous sides, both sides, and it's been a really great grand final again. Clough and Bowalder will clash, but Bowalder needs to.
Siren's gone.
He'll have a shot.
50 out.
He's certainly the player that could kick it. I don't think anybody else can make the distance, but from the St Michael's side, but Chris Bowalder. Wouldn't this be a magnificent lifting goal if he can get it, but
Going the top.
He's going the top, and it's coming back. And it's, by Joe. He
looked a chance there for a while. So it's 8-11-59 to 12-15, 87.
Yes, well, I guess St Michael's now back in with a chance, but Kalkee still looking the better side.
5 goals, 3/4 times, not a bad lead.
It's a good lead, but it was very similar last week, but I think St Michael's were 23 or 24 points up at 3/4 time. But I was much more pleased with the St Michael's effort in that quarter. The last quarter of this exciting grand final between Kalkee and St Michael's. Kalkee leading by 28 points at the last change and appearing the stronger side at the moment. And the crowd really starting to come into voice. So it's, as I said to Mark at 3/4 time, I cannot help but admire the two sides that are playing this game. It's been a tremendous game. Two great sides.
So here we go, the bounce. Johns back on for Kalkee and Bowalder. Johns gets the knockout. Tries to knock on it again. Patterson knocks it out. McFarlane taps it on. Favours Oscar McGee as it changed his jumper. Out to Patterson. Mick Smith gets a kick out. Looks for Schultz. He's been in front all day, and that's a good mark. He'll go long into the hole there. Look for Hobbs. Good pass. Good lead. No, don't give 50 away. You bring him back a bit.
They haven't played at 50 today.
Nearly in the same position as last week.
Yes, Kalkee.
A drawing goal.
Kalkee have started the quarter with a goal within the first, minute every quarter, and certainly helps if you can get that first goal for the quarter. Very important kick again by Stuart Hobbs. Quite not as important as the one last week. Here he goes. He's had practice. That's a good kick. Swinging over to the run and will go through for 1 point only. 1 point swinging, and a few of the players having a bit of difficulty there, Mark.
It doesn't seem to be the match breeze, so.
But, Johnny McGee missed a few, and here's a go for Strawford. He should run off here. He'll have a bounce. Some of the Kalkee players not chasing there. Strawford drives it long over to Roger Sadello. Daryl Martin should. A good mark. Down to Hobbs. He's got it out to Matty Latis. Matty Latis to keep going, but he cannot control the ball, and it goes out of bounds right into the Kalkee shed. The crowd getting at fever pitch here. Daryl Martin's done a good job since he come on to Timmy O'Neill. O'Neill not excited nearly as much in that quarter. Here's a chance for Sadello. He's done it back. He's hit it to nobody. Chance for Wiggs. He looks pretty slow there. Chased by Johns, but a good kick out here. Richardson coming in to meet the ball. Picked up by, he's pushed him dead in the back.
Play on.
It's got to be play on. You must be.
He's taking his number.
He's taking his number. He's down. He's down fairly badly.
I thought it was just a push in the back.
Yeah, something we couldn't see, obviously.
It's pretty hard out there, though.
I'm not sure why he didn't, he's again penalising the side with the ball.
Take his number
Off to the
later.
advantage. But Kalkee have been able to man up. He won't let you play on. Polly's not looking too good there. So it looks like the umpires, I have a feeling Oscar McGee might have been reported earlier on too. Although we haven't heard anything about that at this stage. Polner kicking, he's not too good as he kicks. It goes up, nearly a good mark to Carlo.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Well, obviously, it's a result of the free kick deck down here, I'd say. The umpire obviously not very impressed with what happened over there, although it didn't look too bad to us, did it? Carlo Sodelo. St Michael's need to get a goal. Here's a chance. McAllister's up. Who's down? Nobody's down, though. For Kalkee. They drive it out. Wicks with the ball. Good clearing kick. Philip O'Connor should mark. And he marks at centre-half forward. Goat Martin, he wasn't looking. It turns out all right. At least he's tried to run. Over the back to Polner. He doesn't know where he is, I don't think, or where he's going. Certainly won't be as much run in the legs.
Nick Smith kicks it over.
Over here, Daryl Martin getting back on it. Who's that there?
Cole's got it.
Cole's got
Falls
it
on the
again.
ball, probably holding the ball, will it?
No, the umpire will have to play.
I thought the umpire might have went a bit hard on him when he got reported. They usually do.
Different umpire. Different umpire. Again, bad disposal by St Michael's. Things coming undone.
So he bounces it. Wallerman and Strawford.
Well, good play by
Knocked
Patterson.
out
Picked up by Oscar.
picks it up.
Chance for
out
Simon.
Simon Waxel.
He's got through there.
He puts it ball down. Good
nice
hand
off.
pass. Fish O'Connor. Fish O'Connor, little chip.
Where's that gone? Again, it's
Straight
a shocking
Chris
pass.
Brain.
Again,
he runs well shepherded. Not a real good handball.
Where the disposal of St Michael's has been very ordinary, hasn't
Costly.
it? Costly one by Philip O'Connor. I'm not sure where he was kicking that one to, or who he had in mind to pass it to. So here's a throw in. Here we got Chris Bewalder and Laddie Wallerman. Bewalder not going too hard. And a scout to Patterson. Hasn't had a great influence on the game.
No, I don't think he has. It's earlier he was.
Not
I don't think Oscar's been a big influence either for centre-man.
No. Oscar will obviously get St Michael's best player. Down to Simon Waxel. He goes long. Chance here for Timmy Patterson. He needs to run. Bird, he'll get it out. A nice hand pass. Over to Carlo Sodelo. He needs to do something. Kicks it back in. Gary McAllister. JJ Lawson does well. Oh, Patterson taken out of the... And I think he'll get the free. No, that way.
Why didn't he let it go?
Yeah, why didn't he let it go? They've penalising Kalkee again. I don't think the umpires have had any influence on the game, but I think they've been pretty ordinary.
Yeah.
Dean Johns by himself, if you can see him. Ian Smith, a good kick. Oh, somebody pushed out there.
Wicks kicks it along. Out to Cole and Joe Richardson.
Richardson,
great mark.
Played a good, steady game.
He was a bit loose early, but he's come back hard.
He was on Timmy O'Neill, and he certainly hasn't got the...
Oh, good mark, Shane Brewer. You got time now. He goes long. Beautiful pass to Kevin Schultz, who he thought about playing on, but he'll come back and have a shot.
Again, the disposal of St Michael's up the putt. Shouldn't have put it so high, and Philip O'Connor would have been right.
Shane Brewer, Nelly Kalkee's best player, I'd say, today.
Yeah, went quiet. Good first quarter. Well, I think the half-back line, Peter Bird, Peter McFarlane,
looks pretty good.
Straight through.
That's a sealer, I think. Pretty hard to come back from here. Good disposal by Shane Brewer and well tapped off by Kevin Schultz.
Yes, it looks pretty ordinary for St Michael's now. That's now 45 points. 45? 35.
35 points.
35 points. It's hard to come back from there.
Interesting if they just drop their heads or they just fight it out.
I think they'll fight it out.
Hopefully they will. So it'll be Johns and McAllister. Umpire takes his time. Steadies. Not a real good bounce again. Favours McAllister. He gets it out. Shorty O'Neill dropped it. Couldn't get control. Carlo Sodelo kicks.
Good tap on by Clough. It's about time.
At the Barwell. Barwell got a bit of time here. He's paddling it.
He's taken it off.
Oh, well done by Simon Waxel. He's got an open goal here.
And he's
coming around.
I don't know why he doesn't do that all the time.
Well, it could be a lifter. Bowley probably should have just grabbed that ball, the first grab.
Yeah, he didn't seem to go hard enough.
Lack of talk from the players around him. usually too critical on the one person.
That's right, we are too. And it's good play by Simon. He's got the
well
ability, but he
tapped off.
needs to do it more often. And if St Michael's are to fire, because he's so young, I don't think he realises he is actually a key player.
Bounce again.
But it's good to see so many
McAllister.
young players in.
McAllister
Here we
gets
go
a knock
again.
out to Simon again. He couldn't get the kick. Out to Diesel.
There's free kicks in
free
there
kick
galore. The
there.
umpy's going to let him go.
Never got it. Out to Brewer. He's tapping along. That's a free kick.
Yeah, the umpire's not even
umpire.
there. No,
That's shocking.
the umpire's not even in a position to see.
He was tripped. He was pushed.
How many free kicks do we go there? But they usually let him go in the last quarter, don't they, I guess?
So he'll bounce it here.
Oh,
Shocking
again, a
bounce
shocking
again.
bounce.
On
Johnny
to Mary
McGee, a good
Creek.
tap
Out to
on.
Birdie.
Out to
Probably
Birdie.
played
He's
well all day.
He's nearly been one of the
Out
best.
to Barwell. You couldn't get a good look at it. Latest taps it on. Johns will Shepherd here, will he? Shepherd's well. Birdie tried
Up
to
here
come
to
in.
Bowalder.
Out to Bowalder and JJ. Tapped over to Peter McFarlane.
He played a good
comes
game.
back. Steadies it. Beautiful disposal. That's been the key today. Bowell goes
Yeah,
long.
that's been the key.
Not a real good kick. Ross McFarlane should have come in. Fish O'Connor dropped it. Brewer coming through again. Good quick hands. Out to Pato. That's great handball. Out to Wixie.
Oh, Martin did well.
Wixie a bit high, was it? Hands
No.
over. Good vision. Out to Coley. Coley can't get it. Kevin Schultz is by himself. Brought the ball back into
Good
the pack.
play
Wixie
by
dives
Martin.
in. Well done, Goat Martin.
Yes.
He knocks it out.
to
Strawford
Richardson.
knocks it out to Joe
Oh, there's a
Richardson.
trip.
Legged. Probably well done because he had the loose man going. Richardson
Out to
crosses
Johnny
the ball
McGee by
over.
himself.
Out to Johnny
He
McGee.
needs to run.
He'll have a bounce. No, he goes for the short chip. Mick Smith's in front with Polner. Mick Smith, well done. Good play.
Good
Onto
play.
his right
Robert
foot.
Cole by himself.
Cole by himself.
No.
Richardson comes in. Both players tripped there. Another. Oh, that's a trip too. Out to. He's over the ball. Hobbs has grabbed him.
Ooh.
No decision. They usually go them.
Yeah,
He didn't make much of an effort.
didn't make an effort then at all, I thought, against the St Michael's player.
So
But he did well to keep it in.
good football in this last quarter.
Yeah, some great football.
Hobbs and McAllister.
Oh, what a
Hobbs has got the
bounce.
front. Good knocked out by Pato.
Didn't
Tapped
it?
on to Brewer. Clever again.
Good Oscar.
Brewer's got the run of. He's got two running at him.
Oh,
Oh,
hit the ball.
you get another kick here, will he?
No, umpire's not even watching.
No. It's well done by Shane Brewer.
Umpire not watching.
Turned 17 last week. They'll be kicking by Johnny Martin.
30 points the difference.
30
Kalkee
points.
have got the break early and they've maintained that.
Long kick. Johns and McAllister. Brewer comes over the top.
Yeah.
Brain, that's no mark. Play on. Good
on.
handball out to Wicks. He'll
Yeah,
hands
here's a
off
chance.
again, will he?
Should have hand passed.
He goes to Wallerman, the bigger bloke. Wallerman kicks.
He's
That's
got
a
it.
good looking kick for a big fella. Oh, that's a goal. Good play, Greg Wicks, Chris Brain and Shane Brewer. Well done, Kalkee.
Yes, Kalkee got the break early and they've maintained
I've
that.
used the
right
handball probably a bit better. So the Kalkee crowd are going mad now. I think they can smell the success.
Yes, Kalkee certainly playing.
10
still
minutes
playing
gone,
well.
though.
10 minutes gone, and St Michael's need to lift. Had a lot of disappointing players. Roger Sodello, Carlo Sodello, Mel Johns, Lucky McKinnon. Polly's been down. They've just had too many players down today. Here's a chance for Johnny McGee. He kicks it out here. Here's a chance for Polner. Chance for Patterson. He's Polner in the van. He'll run away. Did well. Over to Patterson. He tried to kick it off the ground. Chance for Peter Bird. I think he's still been one of the best players on the ground. Ryan Birds does a good job, but keeps it in play. I think the half-back line of Kalkee's been tremendous, Mark.
McFarlane and Bird, yep.
Bolwell hasn't done bad either. St Michael's, there's McAllister. He gets it down. There's a free kick. Not sure how the umpire can play that anyhow, but well, I hope he tries to give us a few and even it up a bit. The umpire, they should just umpire the game. Here, Peter centre half forward. Roger Sodello's pushed out. Carlo Sodello not in it. Chance again for Darren Patterson. He's starting to get a few kicks. This should go over the... Oh, there's round the neck. Gosh, help us. What are we doing? Matty Latis needs to run here. Over to Chris Brain. He's a good tackle. Chance here for Schultz.
Ooh.
Kevin Schultz didn't go the ball, and he's lost it. And that's certainly good play by...
Oh.
It's just gone through 3 or 4 players
Lucky
here.
didn't put in much
Here
there.
it comes. Back here to Goat. Martin's got to go. Chance for
Oh,
Martin.
great mark. Good mark. Eyes on the ball.
He's made up for it.
Goes long.
Here's a chance. McAllister's got to get over there. So one of the umpy didn't play there. That's holding the ball, umpire. How long is he allowed to?
Oh,
No, it's got to be holding the ball out heaps. He did leg him in the end, there's no doubt. The Wixie's looking down there, but he had longer than I've ever had to get rid of the ball. And that's going out. Kalkee doing all the hard things. And good play there by Stuart Hobbs. Just a gentle knock, just to put the player off balance and puts him out of the contest.
Peter McFarlane giving directions out there.
Lucky McKinnon coming on, but belated to try and restore some.
Straight to Oscar McGee. Runs into a tackle. He goes
Here we
long.
go. Here's Mel Johns. He needs to do a lot more. He needs to get back on it here. He gets it out. Over to Carlo Sedano. Hasn't done anything for the day.
Peter Bird again.
By Peter Bird. Kalkee doing all the hard things. And they rightly deserve this lead. What, 12, 14 minutes in. It's still, I guess, this time last week we were saying St Michael's were in with the win, but I don't think St Michael's can come back from here.
Nah, it's a bit late in the day for that, I think. Throw in Bewalder and Hobbs. Bewalder's got the knockout. Knocked it out to McFarlane. Paddo's coming through well in this last quarter. It's 2-on-1 here. Brewer will have to show a bit of class. Out to Fish O'Connor. Brewer taps it on. Out to Polner. Polner's using vision here. Put McAllister under a bit of pressure. Out to Oscar. Give it to support. Oscar gets a wild kick in and straight to Thunder. He dropped the sitter. Well, out to JJ.
And then
JJ goes long. Hands on the hips after it. Here's a go for Chris Brain. He loses track of the ball. Out to Latest. Latest gets it out to Lucky McKinnon. Just come on. He's got control of the ball. He's tapping along. Get your kick now. He kicks it into Thunder again. Ross McFarlane in front. Thunder, you've taken the harder one. Probably should have took the one a couple of minutes before.
Yes, and then he stood there with his hands on his hips and didn't chase.
The Thunder, 40 metres out.
It's very hard to be critical of your star players, but some of the St Michael stars have left there.
Hard to come up for two in a row, I suppose. Two grand finals.
Stopped that.
That's a good kick.
That's a beautiful goal.
That's a great goal.
Well, there's the class of the player, and I know it's hard to play for 100 minutes, but the star players are the ones that have got to put in on a day like this today.
5 goals the difference.
Yes,
15 minutes to go.
Those are still up for grabs.
It's not over till that siren's gone. Bounce of the ball again. Who is it? Hobbs has come onto the ball now. Hobbs and McAllister. Hobbs June himself up. Favours McAllister. Out to Patterson. Patterson's got the run of the ball. Kicks long. He's in bad position, Cole. Who's come through? Johns tried to fake a free kick. Kicked out to Wicks. He's got Shorty O'Neill by himself. He's been quiet. He won the match earlier in the day. He's got little chip. Oh. Good pressure, though. You got to give Martin credit.
That's right. Yeah, all you got to do is put a better in. You don't have to necessarily hit the player, just run at them.
The Martin's got the kick.
Oh, the mark was back about 50 metres.
He goes long, looking into the sun. What's he doing? You got to go over your mark.
Yeah, and Kevin Schultz should be back another 10 metres from where they went out.
So he pushed the ball into the sun.
Here's a go.
Good kick.
Roger Sedello.
Sedello's got the sit here.
Oh, good
Knocked
play
the ground.
by
Matty Latus. Matty Latus has got the run here. Goes long.
Go. Up here. Mel Johns should mark this.
Oh, Peter McFarlane come in. Ian Hobbs, who's got it? Mel Johns again. Out to Carlo Sedello. Cluffy's got it. Well done, Peter McFarlane. Out to Peter Bird. He can't pick it up.
He can't pick
He's got
it up.
it now. He's got nowhere to go. Good play out to JJ. That's a steadying handball. Out to Hobbsy. Hobbsy's got the run. Hands off over to Chris Brain, will he?
No.
No, he'll steady it. He'll go long. Who will he look for?
Straight to Roger
that's bad
Sedello.
disposal. He can't see it in the sun. He's played a fizzer today. Out. Oh, that's a push in the back. Undisciplined play.
Oh, Roger Sedello. You ought to hang your head in shame after that one.
Here's Laddie Wallerman. Oh, Laddie, what are you doing? It'll find touch, will it? It's out of bounds. That was out of bounds, but he's played on.
Got to go over the line.
Stuart Hobbs, Roger Sedello. That's a better mark. Play on.
Yes, that's
out
good.
Out to Matty Latus. Put him under the hammer. He's got him. No, he hasn't. He's still tapping along. He'll get fenced here in a minute. Well done by Matty Latus. Get out of his way, you St Mix Blakes. Oh, Ross McFarlane. Bad play by St Mix. Nothing against Matty Latus. Wasn't his fault. Out to Paddo. He balks. Does well. Has a bit of a bounce. Has another one.
Oh, Rowan Burns has done
that. That's a good kick.
Done that.
That's going to bounce. That's a great goal. Well done, Diesel Patterson. What a great goal. Well, You can't blame Matty Latest there running the ball long. Wasn't his fault.
No, Matty did a good job there.
But blokes around him.
Why would Burns come into it like that? It's no good just half-hearted
played
effort.
well this quarter.
Yes, he's lifted his game. Yeah, that's put it beyond doubt, I'd say. 36 points. Oh, what, 8? It's still
20
minutes. I suppose.
minutes.
Still 12 minutes to go, isn't it? It's but you know, two great sides though. Still having a go, and I think that's what it's all about.
Hobbs and Buwalda. Favours Hobbs. Hobbs taps it out. Chris Brain run in, get the kick. McAllister gets it out to Latest again. Latest chips it out to.
That's
a free
reportable.
kick. Play on now, out to Johns. Johns kicks it out to Carlo Sadello, is it? He's down, holding his head.
Oh yeah, the few of them.
I think he was just looking for the free kick, but he took
always
the mark.
Had a bit of a shoulder injury from time to time.
45
very
out.
official there and putting him.
I don't think it'd be
Put
too
him
far.
around, but it's a good kick. Here's a chance for
faded.
Clough. And it's gone through. It's a goal. Gee.
Luck's a fortune.
Yes, well, both sides come back at each other, don't they? It's
Still 5 goals.
Still 5 goals, yes. The break's going to be too much, I think. What do we got? 15-7, 107 to 11-11, 77. 76. They put that on the wrong one, I think.
Bounce to the ball. Paddo's got possession. Wicks
there
kicks
she
it off
goes.
the ground.
Here we go.
Out here
here.
to Brewer and O'Connor. O'Connor's got the run of it. Misses it. Brewer slips over at the
Philip
crucial
O'Connor.
time. Chris Brain coming. Probably a free kick in the back. Patterson dives on the ball and it'll be a ball up. All players tired.
I think
Not
Kalkee
long to
certainly
go.
had the better run of the umpiring decisions today. And they did last week too.
You got to be first at the ball though.
Got to be first, but still you've got to pay free kicks.
Bounce to the ball. Dean Johns knocks it out wide. Knocker out of bounce.
It'll go out
It's
of
a
it.
throw in. Time's too short for St Michael's now, I think.
Yes, it's been a good game though, Mark.
Yep, it's been quick. Probably is not as good as last week, but
No, that was a great game last week.
it's a throw in. Johns and Buwalda. Over the back, Johns grabs it. He's probably caught if you do
He's
that.
holding the
He has to
ball.
pay it.
Oh,
Well,
God.
if you grab the ball, you've got to be penalised.
The ball was free and he's trying to get it through and the umpire hasn't paid it.
So he'll bounce it again. Buwalda and Johns. Shock and bounce again. Johns knocks it out to Patterson and Fish O'Connor. Fish O'Connor kicks it over straight to Johns.
Come
He'll
on.
take the mark.
Buwalda standing there.
He'll go for the handball, will he? That's nearly 50, is it?
No, it's not. No, God help us.
Johns will kick long. He goes for a bit of a ball.
Buwalda's still standing by himself.
There's a good chip pass to Ross McFarlane. Roscoe will go in long with his left foot. Up to Kevin Schultz. He should mark this. Johnny Martin out of position.
I cannot believe some of the senior players of St Michael's. Buwalda stood here. Ross McFarlane stand out by himself. They lead a lot to be desired.
So Schultz.
And
I think
know
he's
if-
kicked 4 goals today. I'm not sure. That looks good.
Well, I got him down for 5 and I think that's 6.
That's 6 goals. 6 goals in a premiership side. He'll be happy tonight. Greg Wicks just giving Dean Johns a tap on the shoulder.
Well, Dean Johns, of course, ran and Chris Buwalda stood there, so
Let
That's
Ross
what it's all
McFarlane go
about.
wide.
that's right, that's what it's all about. Oh, well, I dip my lid to Kalkee. Love to hate them, but love to also admire them.
So they'll bounce it again.
And they
Under
tell me
Buwalda
I've got to do an
and Dean
interview
Johns.
with the Kalkee coach after the game.
Here we go. Bounce
There
the
we
ball.
go.
Buwalda.
That's a good knockdown by Chris Buwalda. Out to Matty Latest. Here's a chance. Matty Latest has got to run. Ross McFarlane now starting to run. A good shepherd by Shane Brewer. Johnny Martin will mark this, and a good mark by Johnny Martin.
Gee, Ross McFarlane's played better this week.
This quarter, yeah. Here's a chance for Chris Buwalda. Oscar nearly marked. He hasn't done much either. Oh, good play by Daryl Martin. Was going to be going. Oh, here's a chance for Timmy O'Neill. I'll be very surprised if Oxford McGee gets you the best player for St Michael's. Here's a good kick. Robert Cole should mark this. And If the sealer wasn't before, this is the one now.
He's played quite well since he's come on.
Yes, did well in the seconds last week, in the last quarter.
One of the college boys.
One of the college boys, yes.
15 metres out.
Let's put
Nice
that
looking
through.
kick. You don't miss
problem with
them.
that one.
He'll get his name in the paper now for a goal. So 7 goals the difference.
Yes, 17-17, 100
Just coming into time on.
13 to 11-11, 77. And yes,
The Kalkee
He's
crowd
kicked
just
2
starting
goals.
to sing their song.
2 goals since he came on, Robert Cole, and he certainly earned his place off the bench. But I don't know, I've been very disappointed with the senior players at St Michael's. Timmy Patterson, there's a free kick umpire. Oh, hell.
Here's Shorty O'Neill's pace again. He overran
want
it. Out to O'Connor. He's caught. Played on. Out to Oscar. He's got a bit of time now.
He
Chip
kicks it back
pass.
in.
Smith fell over, but got up. That's a great mark. Fell over and then got back
The
up.
delivery of St Michael's has been
It's been
absolutely
pretty shocking.
ordinary today.
So Smith steadies down. Goes long. Straight up the guts. Got under it a bit.
Johnny
Favours
Martin.
Shane Brewer.
That's better, Johnny
He's
Martin.
punched out. Patterson comes through with
Johnny
strength.
Martin's still going. Hits
Out
it
to
out.
Brewer again.
Oh,
He
that's a throw.
handballs it. That's nearly a throw. Tapped on there.
That's a throw.
Shorty O'Neill. Here's a go. It's go. It's out of bounds. Screwed around.
The umpire's that far behind play, it doesn't matter.
Shorty O'Neill's gone out of it in the second half, but must give him credit.
Is that a throw?
He won the game in the first half. It's a throw in.
Brian
Hobbs,
Burns.
Schultz just grabbed
Yeah.
it. That's a shocking throw in. Hit the post.
Yeah,
Throw-ins have been short all
yeah,
day.
the throw-ins have been pathetic.
Didn't even go to the ruckman.
The Ballarat ump.
So Martin's got the ball again. Kicked.
Here we go,
He'll
Johnny
kick
Martin.
long.
Going for
Goes
short
for
to
the chip
Boal.
pass.
There's one. Come on, Chris, has got to get it moving now. 6 goals, 7. Who's this one gone? Over to Oscar. Good mark. But he's got to come back 15 metres on the line to where he marked that. Carlo Sadello doesn't want it again.
Out in the
Some
full by
unlucky
Peter
old
Bird.
Peter Bird. Peter Bird has absolutely killed them across that half-back line. Here's a go. We've got a Paul Clough. Oh, he's gone right through them. And Peter McFarlane off. Out to Polner. Chance for Johnny McGee. He's beaten for the ball. Tim Patterson. Down Kalkee with the run. Good tackle.
Oh, well done, Ross McFarlane.
Ross McFarlane got the hand up. And that's what it's all about. Getting the hand up. The
Beautiful
vital time.
kick. That's
Kevin Schultz just over him. That's good play by these two players. Kevin's got it.
That's great play. Geez, been
No,
good.
it's
Kevin
not
Schultz.
50 metres. How in the hell can anybody in the crowd say 50 metres? They're bloody idiots. Oh, Jan.
Wicks chips it
That's all
over
right, you
to
can't
it's a
sit.
loose man again. Cole, he can run in. Oh, he's missed it this time. Oh well. No, he's
Oh, he's not going to give a free
going
kick
to
for
give him
that.
another kick.
Oh, you are joking. Why don't you kick it for him, umpire? That's how hard he hit him. He got straight up.
So about a minute to go, I'd say. So it's Kalkee's grand final, Premiership 1979. Cole.
Yes, I don't
15
like it when
minutes out.
supporters start calling for 15 metres and when they're not even. The umpire's not even considering 50.
Cole.
He's missed that to the left.
To go. No,
No,
it's 1
God,
point.
how did you call that? It's gone about 6 feet through the other one, Mark. That's how bad that was. Tackle was. He bounced straight up and going for short to Oscar McGee in the centre half forward. Here's a Thunderball who should mark this. He didn't want it. Out to Shane Brewer.
Good pass.
Into Timmy O'Neill. They're running away from him now. Oh, what in the hell Brian Burns did that for? I would not have a clue.
Silly. Minute to go and you do them sort of things. Bit of an act there.
Kevin
Boy,
Schultz there. The crowd goes once. I think some of these people only come and watch the football once a week.
Oh, Greg Wicks. Big leap. I think he's hurt himself too. It's the highest wicks he's ever got up, I think. So a throw in. She's all over now.
Yes, everybody just winding down now. Kalkee 17-19, 121.
Johns and Jack McGee's taking the knockout. Out to Shorty O'Neill. Shorty hands off out to Mick Smith. He's played quite a good game. Little chip to Schultz. Well done, Johnny Martin. Couldn't get hands. Recovers for Schultz. Thunder runs straight at the ball. He missed it. Back to Schultz again. Paddles it along. Gets that good handball out to Laddie Wallerman.
That's a
He's
good
caught.
tackle. That's
Yes,
holding the
good
ball.
Decision. That'll slow things down again. Stop to a hold here.
Yes, all players are absolutely exhausted, I think.
They know the result, so they may as well ring the siren. So he'll kick long. Looks for Thunder again. Up against Shane Brewer. He'll punch, will he? Oh, he's outmarked him. That's a great mark.
How can Christian Boalder let be outdone by?
He's got 6 inches on him. He's got a cramp, the young fella. Ton of class.
That's how much heart's in the St Michaels at the moment.
He kicks.
He should go in short
on the
to
right
Timmy
foot.
O'Neill.
Goes straight over the top
Oh,
to Wixie. They didn't want it. Wixie misses. 1 point.
He's gone down too, Wixie. He's holding the back.
Sore boys.
Shane Brewer with the cramp. The game's well in some Kalkee's keeping.
Yeah.
17, 21, 22.
They could have 17 men go
11,
down now.
11, 77.
So Martin kicking again. He'll go long. Goes for the
Good
big
kick.
torpedo. It's a nice looking kick. Will Boalder mark this time. Knocked down to the forward of the ball.
He'll run in
Chris
and open
Bryan,
goal.
he'll run in with the right foot. Towed it. That's a goal.
And kicks another goal.
Could be the last score of the game, I'd say. It's an 8-goal win to Kalkee.
Well, we were wrong, Mark. The one side is going to run right away with it. And I think that'll just about be the final score.
Kalkee's always been in control, but Smicks have always been in touch until this probably last 15 minutes.
Yes,
They look like they're going to come back.
Senior players of St Michael, they've really let themselves down and the club down very badly today.
The bounce of the ball again. Favours Boalder. He gets a tock out to Jack
Johnny
McGee, the coach.
He's
Good
the top
hands
to
over to Simon
Waxel.
Waxel.
Over to Polner.
Polner will run right in now.
And Chris Boalder lies down in the middle, and that's what
It's a good kick.
Clough will mark this. No.
Knocked out by JJ Lawson.
Knocked away.
Been solid in defence. He'll get the kick. Could be the last kick of the day. Has a bit of a hobble there. Where'll he go? Bring her out here, JJ. Out in front of the crowd.
Yeah,
Kicks her out wide.
Matty Latis and Chris Brain.
Good mark. No, and play on now.
Philip O'Connor. He's got it into Carlos Sadello.
Probably kick this, I think.
He's kicked one nearly exactly from there before, didn't he?
Siren to go any minute.
Carlo, yes, it's been a long quarter. He should nearly put that through, straight through the middle.
It's a goal.
There's no problem with that. But a little bit late, and he's now St Michael's leading goal kicker with 3, and I think that tells the tale. All they're so big guns who are supposed to kick goals, McAllister, Boalder, Roger Sadello. I don't think Roger Sadello's hardly had a touch after half time. And very disappointing effort from some of those, again, so-called star and senior players.
Kalkee probably had 20 goers.
Yes, I think that's it.
20 players win grand finals. Wilder gets it out to Simon Waxel. He's played better this second half. He couldn't get clear. Out to Johns. He's tried to tap the ball in. There it is. She's all over. It's the Kalkee premiership as they flood the oval. Players shaking hands, exhausted. She's all over.
Hey Bill, this is your video. I'm going to try and get Pete on if I can. Just after a while. Not... G'day. Oh, hey. I saw your photo the other day in the annual report over there. Peter, this is your video, so can we just talk to you for a minute? Wonderful win for Kalkee.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah. Fantastic, better than losing last week in the seconds.
Certainly was. Certainly very excited scenes here in the Kalkee. Peter Hobbs in from the seconds last week. Ian, sorry. That's right, isn't it? Fancy. Lots of excitement here in the Kalkee. We can't get with him. If I could get near Greg Wicks. Greg, this is your video. Could I get a couple of words? This is very hard for me, being a St Michael supporter, having interviewed Greg Wicks for the Kalkee video. I don't know how I love this job. Craig, a great win.
Yeah, the boys' credit. I think it's hard for both sides to both sides' credit, they came out, and a lot of people saying during the week that to be a one-sided affair, but to both sides' credit, they fought it out, and I think we just had a bit of the bloody more determination. You know, it's been hard to win 2 premierships in a row, as we've found in the past. But to the boys' credit, young fellas, they've come through and done the job for us.
I certainly cannot but help but admire both sides. I think Kalkee came back last week, St Michael's tried to come back this week. The 2 great sides, I think easily the best sides in the league.
Yeah, for sure. I think the Horsham District League can only benefit from today's performance, and there's a lot of controversy during the week about having the game in conflict with Wimmera League, and we've shown that we've got the support here today with big crowds again, and I think we've given them a good game to come and see.
Yes, it certainly is. Thanks very much, Greg. I'll let you join the revelry. Here's another excited moment. This is the Kalkee video, Tom. Aren't I doing it hard? There's,
very excited.
Great win, mate.
Yeah, the boys let it be changed. They took the game right up, and they put the effort on the ground. All their work through the week has very well been rewarded.
Yes, certainly, I think you've got to admire both sides. I kept saying to Mark Blake on the thing, 2 of the best sides that I have seen play in a District League Grand Final. Great game last week and a great game this week.
I'd have to agree. Yeah, commiserations to St Michael's, but they're a great side, great competitors, and as we've been saying for the last 2 weeks, the 2 best sides are playing in the Grand Final. Last week was a hiccup with a draw, but they put together on a magnificent service and a magnificent day, and Kalkee has come out victors, and we're absolutely wrapped.
Well, I know you're very, very vocal on the wireless the other night about playing here. I fully support you on that. I think District League Grand Final had to be here on the City Oval.
Oh, well, I had not only my opinion, I had my club's opinion and the league's opinion behind me, and I was certainly sticking by it for the benefit of the footballers.
Yeah, I'd love to get just get Peter McFarlane and Ross on if we could for your video. It is your video actually, because if we could get them on just before we close, it'd be great. You might help me with that.
See what I can do. Yeah.
I'll just grab a few of the supporters around here. Here's a couple. Joanne Wicks, Peter Bird. Joanne, Peter played a great game again.
You did really well. I was really proud of you.
Yeah, it's certainly a credit to Kalkee, and I think also to St Michael's.
The team played really well. It's going to go either way.
Great scenes here. So slowly sort of settling down a bit to the realisation. But there's our Alan Mills in there, we can see, and it's certainly very good scenes. Trying to get Ross McFarlane and Peter McFarlane on if we can, but they might be over in a minute after they've had the congratulations from all their players. Here he comes. There's the Kalkee, Peter McFarlane. Congratulations, Pete. A great game. You'll be certainly, but as I keep saying, this is the Beacon Kalkee video and I've got to do the interviews. So what a great game, and you must be tremendously proud of your boys.
No, I am, Bernie. Yeah, it was great. I asked them 3 quarters. I think the third quarter there we lapsed just a little bit. But first, second and last quarter were excellent, and that's what we wanted to get through. Playing on during the week, and we got it through. It was great. Thanks, Bernie. Excellent.
Some of your young players played very well. Shane Brewer, especially in the first quarter and a half. Timmy O'Neill cut some Michaels to ribbon, and also some of your big men played well.
Yeah, we had a probably consistent 18 winners all day. Like last week we probably only had 10 or 11. This week a team effort's got to win a grand final. A team effort. Those young blokes had one grand final under their sleeve and it proved that they're better this week and they performed this week. They're bloody excellent.
You'll hear him if you can't see him.
It's a great win. Congratulations, mate. I congratulate you. I think last week in that last 10 minutes you were the player that turned the tide, and you certainly deserved your win this week. Thanks very much, Pete. I'll let you get back into it.
No worries. Thanks a lot.
Hello, boys.
They're still wide for now.
Yeah, we're still going over here. Johnny wouldn't want to give an interview, I don't think. Would he? I don't doubt it. No. Where is he? I'll just ask him if he doesn't. Good luck, TC. I've got this turned off. You don't want to say anything on this video, do you?
What's that?
Do you want to say something? Say how the boys are?
What's that?
Or just leave it? Up to you.
Oh, no, I'll say.
Yeah, we're wired for sound here. I have with me now also the losing coach, John McGee. Bad luck, commiserations, John, but a great effort by Kalkee. And I'm sure you're very proud of your boys, especially after last week and this week.
Yeah, look, always proud of the boys, Bernie. I think, you know, I've been lucky enough myself personally to play in 3 grand finals and now 3 losing ones in a tie. So I know what it's like to win them, I know what it's like to lose them, but I'm absolutely wrapped with the boys. And there's one thing that we are going to do. We're going to stay out on the field now, watch Kalkee accept their Premiership Cup and celebrations. We're going to take on the chin as much as what we like winning premierships. And I only hope the more this happens, because what is going to sink into us is next year that we're going to be up on top of the Premiership Cup and hopefully someone else sitting there and watching us. But, you know, full credit to Kalkee and also to all our boys. I'm always proud of them, Bernie.
Yeah, thanks very much, John. It's very hard at this time, and we're very proud of St Michael's as well and the players. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Bernie. Good on you, Silky. Well done, mate. Congratulations. Real good. Hard, Jenny. Really enjoyed it, right? Yeah, it was good. It was 2 minutes, buddy.
Yeah, very easy. I guess.
No, I've got to say that yes, Jeff. I've got a few things.
Mark.
It hurts a lot.
Right, I was getting this can.
I like him. Well done, Tim. You won't mind if I just put this in here for the video with you? You all right? Yeah. This is bloody Kalkee's video I'm doing.
Well, no, it's not coming out over there.
Down here, mate.
First of all, I I'd just like to say one thing.
No, I can't, Jack. You got to turn on me. We can't help it.
Ian, is it turned on there?
That's me.
No, it's on. It's just that this is playing up.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's right.
first of all, on behalf of the Horsham District Football League, I'd just like to say one thing at the moment, and that's to all supporters here today. I'd like every supporter to put their hands together for two sides to put on the exhibitions they have here today. I don't like burying things, but I would personally like to mention one thing, that the person or company or whoever was responsible has said we play paddock football. Either wasn't here today or doesn't know much about football.